Boo! Hello guys, and welcome back to another cold stream. On today's stream, we are back with some more Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, and with the Duelist Cup upon us. I decided, do you know what we're going to do today? I felt really bad about my previous tier list because it was so incredibly off as to what we actually got in the meta, that I decided, instead of just climbing today, because we can always do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to redo that tier list live, getting your opinions and all of that stuff. Not necessarily redo, but just like reassess a tier list, specifically with the context of the Duelist Cup. So that's kind of the idea, with like the information that we have from the actual decks that have already gotten to the top, and all of that. Now, I don't know if I like this tier list as much as it could be, because I feel like there's not as many decks as I would like on here to discuss, because every time I do one of these, someone comes out of the woodwork and asks about a deck that wasn't on the list. So I'm going to try and find one with just more cards. Hopefully. Rush Tower Legend. No. All forbidden cards. Okay, we might have to do this tier list as well, because all forbidden cards. The Duelist Cup is so stupid. I have 100% win rate against Cash, but I just lost to Abyss Actor. Welcome to my life. That's exactly what I've been doing. It's been fun. Octubre. Is this going to be... I hate how much RAM these stupid pages take up. La cabeza. Tenés mierda en la cabeza. Desintegrar. Icone de gata? Okay, yeah, this is with Agov in mind. The field spell is so stupid, it's just skill drain. Yeah, Abyss Actor kind of can do some things. Who would have thought? Okay, here we go. Please have like a million cards. Okay, there's like four decks there. Sir Large Gaming. There's like four. There's like four there. Hold on. There's not enough. Not enough. I need many. This has slightly more. It also has Blue Eyes, which you know it's good. Master tier list. What? Okay. Sometimes you type in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel and search by recent, and it goes great. It goes great. Okay, there's probably not. Yu-Gi-Oh! Sweat tier list. I don't know what that means. Not gonna lie. Best Earth decks. I'm getting distracted. Sometimes you just look at tier lists and you go, that sounds very funny. Okay, yeah. This is probably going to be the best one that we can find. That's okay. That's okay. Let's do tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. And then we'll do Rogue. And... Oops, all bad. There we go. There we go. I'm sure this is not all of the cards or all of the decks, so there's that, but it'll function. Now, granted, keep all of this in mind. What we're basing this off of is the known information that we have, basing it off of the 2 tournaments that we've had, both MCSs, which here are the meta breakdowns. I'll show you. Meta breakdown, Pearly, best deck here, Pearly, best deck here as well as things like Branded Kashtira, etc. Kind of expected. So there's that. And then also, of course, the Duelist Cup, which we can scroll through and be like, hey, here's some other decks that people are playing a bunch of. So yeah, there you go. Flu is apparently just like everywhere. I don't think it's good, but people are playing it, so there you go. We'll do this one last. Okay, so here is the list. things to consider specifically for the Duelist Cup. Unlike in the KC Cup, I do not think that winning quickly matters as much, but being able to do the same thing consistently to just kind of like turn your brain off, I do think is going to matter. So that is something to keep in mind. I don't necessarily think that you need to have like a very quick game plan, as long as it's a game plan that is simple, right? Something that you can do when you're tired and have been grinding for 20 hours. That's kind of the idea. So this isn't necessarily what do I think you should use to climb, or like what you should do to get your personal best in stage 2. This is what I expect to do the best and like get top 100, because you should not waste your life trying to grind for 3 whole days to get a good spot. Let content creators and losers do that. Sounds like Makonko or MathMech. It sounds like that, but we'll talk about that. Actually, Makonko is literally first. Now, Makonko, in theory, is actually in a pretty good spot right now in the current metagame. It's good against Cash. It's good against Pearly, in theory, because you can like tribute off their stuff. The problem that I have with Makonko, and why I'm gonna leave it in tier 3 for now. I might move it lower. The problem with Makonko is that it does specifically want to go second, which means that you do have to sit through your entire opponent's combo and then still break their board, which against things like Pearly, which I do expect it to do very well, as well as other decks that actually set up multiple forms of interaction, like specifically back row in particular, like Labyrinth, which I also expect to have a pretty good representation. I don't expect it to do all that well, even though, like, yeah, Pearly is technically a good matchup on paper because you can just kaiju the monster. If you can't OTK from that position through hand traps, through additional points of interaction, then it's going to be a little bit more problematic. Right? Because Pearly is going to absolutely slaughter you if you give it the opportunity to, with all of the advantage that it's going to get by you kaijuing them, which is very funny. But I do think that it's still like a decent matchup. I think Kashtira is still like a decent matchup, but it kind of doesn't really do much against like every other deck that I expect to do well. It's not great against a Dragon Link. It's okay, but it's not great. It's not great against, like, Flunder, because, you know, it's birds. They are basically going to play on your turn anyway and tribute off your stuff, so there's that. It's really bad against Labyrinth. It's not great against Branded. It's not great against Sprite. It's kind of okay against Sprite, but it's not really. So, I don't know. This one does kind of more so depend on the meta, and I do think that it's just not quite there. I do think that it's decent for the Duelist Cup, though, so I will put it in tier 3. As a Pearly main for the event, it does do very well, yes. Rika. Rika has the opposite problem of Makonko. I think a lot of people will be prepared for Makonko, and not a lot of people will be prepared for Rika, because we've seen in the past, no one in the world prepares for Rika. That's not true. No one in Europe prepares for Rika. But also, I don't think a single OCG player understands how Rika works, or more specifically, Plant Link. So because of that, I do expect this deck to be more well-positioned, but you also have to be better at it, and it takes a lot more like brain power to consistently play at a high level with this deck. And I think if you're playing for 20 hours a day, you're probably not going to do very well. So I don't expect this deck in particular to do like very well. It'll probably show up in top 100. Tier 3 and above will probably have like a few representations in top 100, but won't be highly represented in the actual tournament or event, quote unquote. I say tournament. It's not a tournament. It's a scam. But I do expect Rika to be better. I just don't think that a lot of people are going to do well with it because it just takes so much effort. But no one's going to read these cards. Heck, I don't. Next up, we have Sword Soul. Sword Soul is in an interesting position. I think it's actually pretty well positioned currently in the metagame. It doesn't really lose to anything. It doesn't really like hard counter anything either, though. But that's always been Sword Soul. It's still consistent. It still has Protoss. It can Protoss lock in just about any regard. If it feels like, hey, I'm playing more against Kashtira, maybe I call something like Earth and lock them out of like the Fenrir. there's that. Calling Dark to lock them out of a Rise Heart and the wide variety of things there. But honestly, Protoss isn't all that great right now in the meta. And on top of that, I do think that being able to go second while also being able to go first and set up good boards, both going first and second, is very, very strong. All in all, I just think that Sword Soul is very nice. It's also very simple, which also gives it a boost. Even with that being said, I still don't think it's tier 1. I think it's good, but I do think that there are a lot of weaknesses. It's very simple. And its end boards aren't, like, crazy. Lots of decks can push through these end boards. Lots of decks can either, like, play through it with, additional points of interaction or, like, non-engine or whatever it may be. And also Maxi. Maxi exists. So there you go. Next up, MathMech. I would say MathMech is pretty simple. But even with that being said, I still feel like it's just not great. Don't really know what to say. MathMech does have the opportunity to, like, end on an Omni Negate and, like, hand loop your opponent and, do degenerate cyber stuff. And it also just absolutely gets destroyed by Maxi. And, like, a myriad of other things, like Called By or DD Crow or a single Noir just laughing at it in defense position, or Kashtira, Rise Heart, if you don't see the non-engine, and stuff like that. So, I don't know. It's like a worse Sword Soul. That's what I think. Sword Soul and MathMech get a buff on this list. I do agree that they do. And even with that being said, I still don't think it's great. I'm still going to put it below Rika. It's just worse Sword Soul. MathMech's, like, decent, but not that much better. It'll probably show up. You'll probably have to play against it. But do you need to prepare for it? Probably not. That's it. Triple Tactics Thrust is, like, very strong against this as well. Being able to, like, steal the opponent's monster non-target, or being able to, like, grab an evenly matched, or whatever it may be, with the Triple Tactics Thrust is very, very strong. Next up, Scareclaw Kashtira. I don't expect this to do well. Yes, it's technically very simple, and yes, technically it can OTK, but I really don't see it doing all that much. Having a quote-unquote unaffected monster is fine, but that's kind of it. It's just kind of unaffected monster or, like, OTK, which, like, sure, if you draw triple mind control, maybe it does something, or maybe it does absolutely nothing because there's a single Noir and you're unable to beat over it. There's lots of stuff like that where it's just like, well, I don't know, maybe you could do something, or maybe your hand is bad enough to where, Triple Tactics Talents just rips a card out of your hand and entirely stops your turn, or what have you. And with a pointer as well, it's even worse, because it's like, well, if you hand trap your opponent, you might just die because of it. Granted, that's every deck, though, but I don't really feel like this deck does anything in particular that's stronger than any of the other ones that we've talked about previously. And I feel like, yes, it can maybe OTK, but probably not. Branded. Branded is actually still really strong. I'm going to put it... This is interesting, because if we look over here, Branded, with this weird amalgamation of 60 cards, did end up taking the event for the MBT-hosted MCS. Not the Decade-hosted MCS. Dear Lanta, they really chose the same acronyms. Wild. Anyway, but with that being said, I do think more people will be prepared for Branded. And so because of that, it might do worse. Also, Branded does require you to actually pay attention for a lot of your games and not just, like, autopilot. And because of that, I do think that it's going to go down a little bit. I would probably put this in, I want to say tier 1 because I've played it and it is very, very strong. But even with that being said, I don't think it's that strong. I'm actually going to put this below Sword Soul. I think Sword Soul, just because of its simplicity, does give it a boost in, after 20 hours of gameplay. How well are you going to be executing the complicated lines of Branded where everything's a one of and each hand is uniquely different, as opposed to Sword Soul where it's like, I saw Moye long one, woo, full combo. So, yeah, that's basically it. I really don't think Dinomorphia is doing anything. Yep. Flunder is cope. Flunder is cope. Flunder is not very good. Saying that, I'm still putting it in tier 3. Flunder is fine. It's very simple. It's very easy to play, but it is very inconsistent, which does matter. Yes, you technically can just play more games because, hey, if you draw a brick, you just surrender, and it's fine. Dinocopium. True. But yeah, I don't expect Flunder to be doing a whole lot this meta. It might. It'll probably get some tops, and then Konami will ban M-Pen or something stupid like that. But yeah, I don't see it doing much. But Maxi, it does play around Maxi, so there you go. And it can play Book of Moon. It already was playing Book of Moon, which is pretty good in this meta. So, like, sure. Yeah, Branded's pretty good. Pearly's the best deck. Let me show you. Pearly, 10 of the top 32. Not insane by any stretch of the imagination. But then you also had it over here in the top 16, 3 of the top 16. It ended up taking this tournament. I think it was 3 of the 4 spots in the Meta Championship Series. Yep, Meta Championship Series. So, you know, there's that. It kind of is the deck to beat. So going into this event, I do expect a lot of people to be preparing for it in their main decks, and like preparing to basically beat it. Similar to when Kashtira was the best deck. Not Kashtira, sorry. Tearlament was the best deck, and people started switching to Sprite to basically beat Kashtira. Tearlament, my gosh. So I think a similar thing might happen here with Pearly. Pearly is just more difficult to play, so it may be easier to like switch over to like Kashtira or something like that. But I do think that Pearly is the deck to beat for a reason. I do expect it to be the best deck, even though it will be a little bit more complicated. But there you go. Moving on, Labyrinth. I'm going to put it in tier 1. Labyrinth going first is probably the most powerful going first deck. Labyrinth going second can put up some plays, but is significantly weaker, obviously. Even with that being said, it's still very strong at both going first and going second because of the IKEA Labyrinth build. And on top of that, it's just like a decently good pick for the current meta. Yes, people can prepare for it, and it does lose value in those preparations. Like for example, if people start like main decking Red Reboot or stuff like that, because Labyrinth becomes more and more prominent. But with how diverse the meta is, it feels like that's not necessarily an option afforded to a lot of main decks, because if you're main decking for things like Pearly or Kashtira, you also can't really main deck for Labyrinth effectively. Yes, you kind of can, but anyway, moving on. Punk. How well do I expect Punk to do? Punk's also another very simple deck. I'll put it below Flunder. I think Flunder's probably going to do better. But Punk, like with Punk Kashtira and stuff like that, it can end on some pretty good boards, but it's not really making anything that's not already, like, it kind of is already beaten by a lot of the non-engine pieces that people are playing. Like, for example, Thrust is able to, like, steal something, like a Baron that it would put up. Book of Eclipse is also pretty strong against that, unless they put up the Omni Negate of, like, Baron, in which case, you know, having a second form of interaction to kind of bait that out. There's lots of things like that. So yeah, going first, it's pretty decent, and it'll probably have a decently good win rate, but it also just dies to Max E. You know, if it doesn't see the counter to Max E, it does die to that, as like unlike a lot of the other decks, I think, that are a bit higher than it. On top of that, I think I don't know, it's strong for certain, but I don't think it's going to have the consistency necessary. Like, sometimes your hand will just die to an Ash, and there's nothing you can do about that. Like, you just fold to Ash. And sometimes your hand will play through 2 or 3 hand traps, and you'll be fine. You'll end on a pretty decent board. But all in all, I think it's a lot of like consistency issues, while also not being able to play like as well going second. Because like if you stop a normal summon, like you destroy it or something like that, it just dies. I have Runic Naturia on there twice? No, I don't. Oh, wow. Look at that. I do. That's funny. Anyway. Dragon Link is still pretty good, I would say. Dragon Link was probably the best deck pre-Pearly, and it's still very strong. It can still do quite a lot. Yes, Kashtira. Here's the thing. Kashtira is not as good as a lot of people made it out to be. Yes, you can still do the Kashtira stuff. Yes, you can still Dimension Shifter, etc., which does hurt Dragon Link. But, like, Dragon Link can also do stuff like that. You can play through multiple hand traps, which I think a lot of people are playing more hand traps than they are, like, board breakers. At least right now. We'll see. But yeah, being able to play through hand traps is, like, a staple of Dragon Link. And then ending on, like, insane boards as well, with, like, Borland and Boral Savage, or, you know, Seals and some Bestials, or stuff like that. There's just so many different things that this deck can do. However, I do think that, due to its complexity, it's probably worse than it would normally be. I don't know if Sword Soul's above it. It's definitely better than Sword Soul. But even with that being said, I do think that it kind of gets hurt by how complex the deck is. It's not too terribly complex. It's not like, I don't know, Spiral. I don't know. But it, you know, it does take some time and it does take some thought to actually figure it out and go through the lines. Have I seen Phantom Knights pile Mikonko Isolde? No. Anyway, Runic Naturia. I cannot think of a world in which this is a good deck. I'm genuinely trying to think of, like, how this would be very good. And I just can't think of anything. It's probably better than MathMech. Probably better than Rika. It's not that complex. But yeah, I feel like I can't put it higher. It's decent, but I think Runic has a bit of an issue against Kashtira. I think the Runic cards in particular also aren't all that great. Like, with the target protection from things like Street, as well as the you know, just towers-like effect of Noir, as well as like Labyrinth being more prevalent, I think that that's not a particularly great matchup for Naturia, because yeah, they can spam out Beast, but it's a lot more difficult to spam out Barkion, or oftentimes they don't go for Barkion. D-Link can also just go first against them. True. Yeah, I really don't see this deck doing a whole lot. It may have a few tops here and there, but I really don't expect it to be in contention for best deck. It exists. Trap Trick also exists. I don't know. It's fine. Will it compete? Probably not. That's it. It's just a trap deck. It's not great. It's not terrible. It does its thing. It just doesn't do it very well. You know, it's Labyrinth but worse. Smile. That's it. Dinos. Dinos are always interesting for me because I feel like they're always better than they actually are. And it's because going second, this deck can push through quite a lot. And going first, it can also play through some quite significant hand traps. And also, right now, UCT is pretty good. Being able to, like, flip down a whole bunch of cards in order to, you know, to, like, out a Pearly, to out an Arise Heart, to do all sorts of stuff like that. Like, UCT is just kind of crazy right now. Even with that being said, I still don't see it being great. It'll exist. Maybe you'll play against it. Who knows? Maybe you won't. I don't know. I feel like it's still decent. Gishki Sprite. Wow, I really can't put this high, can I? I don't know. Gishki Sprite, yeah, you can pump out a bunch of negates, or you could just end on nothing because you drew the wrong half of your engine. Or, you know, you're playing rituals, so you drew, like, a bunch of ritual spells and then died to an Ash or something like that. I don't know. This feels very similar to, like, Runic Naturia, where it's like, yeah, in theory, this deck can do a bunch. But in practice, how often does that actually go through with the inconsistency of the Sprite cards, as well as the Gishkis? I beat that with Runic Sprite every day. How often do you go first? What are the thoughts on Dynamorphia? There are my thoughts on Dynamorphia. Oh, speaking of another deck that goes there. Yeah, heroes are just worse Kashtira. That's it. Sometimes they die to a single Ash Blossom. Sometimes they don't. You know? Maybe they play through all of your hand traps and end on Macrocosmos, in which case, cool, you activate a Book of Moon and they die. Their boards aren't great. They're very easy to break. Yeah, I don't know. I think that they're not great right now. Maybe they're a little bit better, but I also hate heroes, so I'm going to put them in the bottom. Nekroz Kashtira is number 1. Sure. Sprite. I haven't really seen anyone play with Sprite. This is the problem with Sprite. There's a bunch of variants on here that are like Sprite variants, as we see here. And I do not know how to rank any of them properly. Because I don't know what the best version is. It's probably some variant of Runic Sprite. So I'm just going to put Sprite, like, up here. I still think it's good. I think it's better than, like, Runic Naturia and kind of tier 3, but maybe not. Because I do think, like, Runic Sprite is pretty good. For higher Runic Sprite is also very good. Even with the Kashtira stuff, because you can play lots of outs to that. Like, for example, like, almost any of your, Runic cards can deal with it. And then you just get basically combo for free. I guess not entirely for free. I'm gonna put it here. I'll just put all of the Sprite stuff here. I don't know. They're fine. They might be a little bit better. I think they might be a little bit more underrated. They still have Elf. They still have like the Runic for higher engine. They have the Runic stuff. There's still definitely options. They might be a little bit better, but I don't know. It's so hard to judge them because basically the decks aren't really Sprite anymore. They're like something else entirely. As for Runic, I'm going to say that this is Runic because we're putting all the Sprite stuff here. I'm going to say that this is actually just Runic. Runic's pretty bad. If you're just playing stun, everyone and their mother is going to be prepared for that. Everyone and their mother knows how to beat that deck. And it's honestly not a great meta for just the Runic cards in general. Because of, like, Kashtira Birth being almost everywhere, which absolutely destroys you. On top of that, I just think the Runic cards don't really generate enough advantage, which sounds so weird. But, like, banishing cards isn't that big of a deal anymore. Because, like, oh, Kashtira exists. On top of that, I don't think it has a great matchup against, like, Pearly in particular. I also don't think it has a great matchup against Labyrinth. And stuff like that. So, there you go. Next up, Kashtira. Kashtira is... Where do I put Kashtira? It's either top of tier 2 or bottom of tier 1. That's what I've decided. Kashtira is very easy to beat, especially in a best of 1, especially if you're preparing for it. Which is kind of where the problem arises. But it's still going to be really prevalent. It's very simple, it's very easy, it can set up very good boards, or it can just end on like a Rise Heart and a few non-engine pieces. But it is inconsistent, which I do think pulls it down a little. However, it's still Kashtira. It's still meta-defining for a reason. Being able to banish everything, whether it's face down or face up, is very powerful. Having a Macrocosmos on legs does end a lot of hands. Having the ability to banish multiple of your opponent's cards, being able to OTK so efficiently without even, like, needing to go into a Rise Heart, it plays through a lot of targeted hate very efficiently, and it also dies to a lot of targeted hate. It's very interesting. It's one of the most easy decks to beat, and yet it's still very powerful. So I'm going to put it at the top of tier 2. It might be a tier 1 deck. It's still very, very strong. Where's the Nekroz variant? Nowhere. Sky Striker is bad. If you lose to Sky Striker, you're bad. Tier Element. Now, this is Tier Element Punk, but I'm just going to say Tier Elements in general. These are the ones that I do not know because basically everyone dropped the deck, but I do think that because Kashtira is probably less prevalent, even with a Duelist Cup in mind, I still think that this deck could see play and could be better. Probably better than just like regular Punk, at the very least. Is it better than Mathmech? I'm going to put it above Mathmech because I hate Mathmech. There you go. Tier 60 card pile is S+. They just can't miss. There you go. Raigeki destroys Cash? Yes, a lot of things destroy Cash. Do you know what else? Do you want to know what else Cash does? It destroys a lot of things as well. That's the problem with Kashtira and like judging it, because it's like, yeah, basically everything can beat it, and it can beat everything. It's just a coin flip. Kind of. But like, honestly, Kashtira still works. Kashtira's tier 2? If you just shut up, didn't you? You didn't hear my explanation at all, did you? You didn't hear my whole going through the process and explaining why I decided to put Kashtira lower, didn't you? Cool. Just scroll back in the stream. Go watch that little bit. It's not too long ago. I believe in you. You can do this. You can hear my explanation. Yeah, all things considered, though, I don't know. I don't really feel like there's that many great decks. I even want to put, like, Labyrinth down here. There's, like, one good deck, and it's, like, Pearly, and it's not even really that much of a better deck. Yeah, that looks better. There's not really a best deck. Rescue Ace? Why is this not on here? Because, of course, it's not. Rescue Ace, probably Rogue. I don't expect it to do all that well. It might show up, but probably not. Everyone trying to kill Kashtira, even Kashtira itself. Everyone is going against that deck. Yeah, exactly. The thing is, if no one is preparing for Kashtira, which everyone is, I think Kashtira probably is tier 1. But because people already are like, this is the deck that I'm going to absolutely slaughter with my like non-engine pieces, it's kind of just got a target on its back that's really difficult to beat. Maybe if in the second stage people realize Kashtira isn't the best, they stop main decking the stuff that beats Kashtira and Kashtira becomes better, and then people start main decking the stuff again and then it becomes worse. So it's like, I really don't see it being better than like, I don't see it being better than Labyrinth, because even if you main deck stuff to beat Labyrinth, I think Labyrinth still has like a lot of game to play against a lot of decks. And it's also just so much, it's just as simple as Kashtira, but doesn't lose to as much. I've gone from OTKing Cash in one duel to getting OTK'd by them the next. Exactly. Pearly is the real threat. I do agree with that, but I also think it's one of those things where even if you prepare for Pearly, I don't think that that's necessarily the problem most of the time. As much as it is like, I do think a lot of these decks below it, more specifically these two, are probably what you're going to be mostly preparing for. You'll probably play a few cards for Pearly, but the thing is, like, Pearly is also hit by a lot of the cards that you would play just naturally, like Ash Blossoms, Imperms, stuff like that are just, like, generally good. But yeah. I don't know. This is such a, like, I want to say it's a diverse meta, which kind of sucks, but it is just a diverse meta. There's a lot of options that you can go for, and I don't think that there is anything that is, like, far and away the best deck to choose for the Duelist Cup. Yes, you could choose Pearly, but Pearly is probably going to be, it also has a target on its back, so I do expect a lot of people to be, like, main decking hate for that deck, like the Heralds and stuff like that. So I do expect it to do the best, but also still lose to a lot. As for the rest, I don't know. Like, I still expect Sprite to do pretty well. Maybe it should go up a tier. Maybe it should go, lower in the list. Maybe Runic Naturia is really good. Maybe there's a build of tier that we haven't explored that's also just insanely good, and just people haven't tested it because they're like, oh, the deck's dead, whatever. Maybe heroes are actually insane. Maybe dinos are terrible. Who knows? I really don't know. I feel like the meta just got shooken up a whole bunch because of the release of Kashtira, and it's still kind of solidifying. So we'll see. But I do think that given the information that we have, which is... Okay, not that. But these two events, I feel pretty safe in saying, like, Pearly is the best. I think Labyrinth is also pretty good. And the reason I'm also saying that Labyrinth is probably better is because both of these events had side decks, and if you check a lot of the side decks, things like Red Reboot, things like Evenly Matched, things like Harpy's Feather Duster are in the side deck to specifically beat Labyrinth, which I think does hinder Labyrinth in a tournament setting. That's not going to matter as much in a Duelist Cup where it's a best of one. Pearly died to Imperm, in theory, but then you just make another Pearly and then it does the same thing, right? So like, yeah, if you have one Imperm, not really. You could also have Stray Street, which also doesn't help because then you can't Imperm it. So it's like, yeah, Pearly could lose to Imperm, or it could just absolutely ignore Imperm as if it didn't exist, right? It could lose to Book of Moon. No, it does lose to Book of Moon, let's be honest with ourselves. Unless it just hard makes the Noir, in which case it doesn't. So it's a lot of things like that where it's like, it's very similar in nature to Kashtira, which is why I'm like, yeah, Pearly's like probably the only tier 1, but even then it's like, not by a lot, you know? This is probably actually closer to like tier 1.5 than it is tier 1, or tier 2. This is probably tier 2. That feels a little bit better. I don't think any of these decks are that bad, but they also can lose to just about anything. I feel like this is a lot more like matchup dependent. Besides Branded, I feel like Branded just loses to itself. But like everything else is a lot of like matchup dependency. Or like hand dependency from the opponent. They didn't use Noir. I've heard that a ton. Here's what I will say. If you are deciding to play Pearly, use Noir. It's not just a towers. Use the effect. The effect is more important. It shuffles a card back into the deck. Do you know how insane advantage that is? You just get rid of a card. Just get rid of it. Just gone. Please just use the Noir. It's not a towers. That's not its main point. It can be, but you could also use it for like a myriad of other things. Isn't there a new lab card that Master Duel doesn't have yet? Yes. And if we do get it, it's gonna be busted. Bust. I think right now, if we go to Road of the King. Oh, look at this. A new meta. A new meta breakdown. I literally haven't seen this. Let's go. Rescue Ace and Lab. Top 2. And the reason for this is because if we scroll down to a Labyrinth list, the new card is absolutely insane. Let's see. Let's see if it's here in the database. Labyrinth. I think that's how you spell Labyrinth. Problem is people also need to learn what mats to get rid of. Can't be tossing mats off Noir at random. That is true. Yep, here we go. During the main phase, any main phase, quick effect, send this card from hand or field to the grave. From hand or field. From your hand, either special summon a lab monster or set a normal trap. Now, notably, that is from your hand, so you still have to, like, get a card into your hand. But that's not that big of a deal, especially since it's during the main phase. You can set it. And then that set card can be activated this turn, which is very, very good. If you draw this with something like a Big Welcome or something like a Welcome Labyrinth, you just get to play the game. You just get to play the game for free. There's no restriction on that. You just activate it. When your opponent activates a card or effect in response to the activation of your Labyrinth card or effect, while this card is in your graveyard, quick effect, special summon this card. So it also turns on Coup Clock with another set. So it's very, very good. Basically, you can just be like, cool, you activated the thing, let me just do this, set a card, go for the Welcome Labyrinth. The Welcome Labyrinth is now able to, like, bounce a card and do stuff. And then if you activated, like, a Coup Clock or something along those lines, you can potentially set an additional card. It's very crazy. Even with that being said, though, you're still only playing 2 of it. Reason being, it is kind of a brick. You do need to see something too special, like an Ariana, like a, or something to set, like a trap. So there's that. Eradicator, turn 1, smile. True. However, it is during the main phase, so it's not exactly like your opponent doesn't have a response. But it's an absolutely crazy card, which will probably force Labyrinth to actually receive a limit. I can't out cash. I've tried. Really? Really? I don't know what to tell you. Just Book of Eclipse, Book of Moon, Dark Ruler, Kaijus, Herald of the Abyss, Triple Tactics Thrust, and Triple Tactics Talents. All of, like, Rise Heart is a mandatory effect. You can just, like, make him play into the Triple Tactics, and then just take it and Zeus. Zeusing away the board is very good, especially if you don't have to activate an effect to do that, right? Any sort of spell and trap card removal basically works. Not gonna lie, like a Raigeki works. There you go. Lava Golem, evenly. Exactly. Can Valence compete in this meta? No. Anyway, there's the list for Duelist Cup. That's kind of it. I'm gonna actually put these up higher. Here's the list. Here's the actual list. The reason being, these are simpler decks. I'm gonna put them slightly higher because I do think that they will probably perform better due to said simplicity, unless someone is a gigabrain genius and actually just knows the actual meta and comes up with some random like tier limit deck list that just sweeps. Probably not, but who knows. Yeah, that's basically it. I did want to do a thing. Let me pull this over here. Joshua Schmidt, I'm not gonna lie. Joshua Schmidt was playing tier, and now I need to know if it went well. Also, we might do all Forbidden Cards tier list in a second. This is literally all of Rescue today? Probably not, let's be honest with ourselves. Maybe. Hopefully. Copium. But maybe. Joshua Schmidt. Joshua Schmidt. I gotta know. I gotta know. Is tier the best? Let's find out. Nope, still playing Pearly. Still playing Pearly. Against Generator. What the fuck? What rank are you? More Pearly. Runic Naturia. Imagine playing Runic Naturia. Couldn't be me. There it is. I see it. I see it, chat. It's tier. Hold on. Hup. Wham. What is happening? What is happening to his decks? They're all just max C. They're all the same. Should I swap Kurikara for something else? No matter how hard I try, I just can't get over a cash board. Yeah, Kurikara's not great right now. It's like decent, but it's not great. You're probably better playing hand traps. Oh, I didn't see the list. No, I need the list, please and thank you. Please show it to me. This looks so bad. I'm absolutely down to play it. 100%. I can show you my deck list. Yeah, what deck are you playing? Tell me what deck you're playing first, because that might be the issue. Three Kaiju? The reason you play 3 Kaiju is because it's an Aqua. Pearly. Do you know how Pearly works? Like, do you know how to get a Noir? Do you know, like, Okay, with Pearly, genuinely, that is a more difficult deck. And sure, you can play like non-engine pieces to kind of out Kashtira. I don't think you need to as much. A Zeus also works. Prioritize things like Stray Street to be able to get you into Zeus. And also try to not make a... try to not utilize monster effects to go into a Zeus. So for example, you should probably be playing a Lyralisk. You should probably be playing Assembled Nightingale or something along those lines, so that you can just go 2 rank 1 or 2 level 1s into a rank 1 into Zeus, and then just wipe the board. There you go. You can also do like Happiness OTKs and stuff like that, which is pretty strong because I believe Happiness would activate in the damage step. But you'd have to like out Fenris, or at least like trigger a Fenris, or have Stray Street online. So I have Assembled Nightingale, then just Zeus Turbo. Just don't activate a monster effect and just go for Zeus. If you're still having trouble, cool, that happens. As I mentioned previously, Kashtira sometimes just beats you. Cool. Tier Lament. Oh, cool. We got a Tier Lament Kashtira we can dismantle. Let's go. I actually have a whole bunch. One of you, 3? Was it 3 Meta Noise? That's wild to me. What was it? It was 3 Meta Noise, triple Book of Moon, double Grief? Oh, and we're playing... Okay, Fenris. Fenris makes sense. Double Grief. Are we playing... We are playing a Heartbeat. We are playing a Crime. Wild. Wild! Tier Lament, Kaiju... What if he banishes my Zeus? Don't activate an effect of a monster to trigger their banishing, right? Hold your hand traps if you need to. If you see a unicorn, don't just ash it. If you need to, let it resolve. Keep the ash. If you need your Zeus and you can see like, oh, I have a Zeus play, you got to think about that. That's probably the biggest thing, is just like, hey, if I do this, my one Zeus is gone. Maybe I don't interact with this unicorn, because if they have anything, I do lose. It's just, you gotta think like maybe a couple of steps ahead. Look at your hand, be like, okay, can I stop this guy? Also, probably play Imperm as well. I saw a cash deck set Witch's Strike off of Thrust. That is unbelievably funny. What was the other card? Oh, Fenrir. Fenris. We want Wraith South. What is that guy? I forget its name. I don't know. There's 1,000 ways to beat Kashtira. If you're having troubles, I don't really know how to help you any more than I already have. Just kind of play the game and you'll be fine. Just don't play into macro. What am I looking for? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just scrolling. There he is. Supreme Sea Mare. That's what it's called. No Ash. Weird. Book. Triple tack. Max C. What else? Oh, Foolish Burial Goods, Rhoda, Pot of Prosperity. Reinforce. Can't type. Forgot the C again. Foolish. Was he playing Foolish Burial? No. I wonder. I wonder. Prosperity. I'm going to dismantle Kurikara. Don't dismantle it. It's still good, and it can be played. It's not great right now. It's probably better to play more hand traps, especially in Pearly. But if you're playing like a more going second dedicated deck, Kurikaras are still good. I don't think you need Kashtira in Pearly. I think you'll be fine. I want to see... Oh, hold on. I want to see... Are there other lists? If I went to masterduelmeta.com and checked out a list... Cross Sheep to revive Ash and make Baron. Wait, what? I'm getting back into Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm picking between Pearly and Dragonlink. What do I think? Pearly and Dragonlink. Whoa. I would say neither of those, but if I had to choose, I'd say probably Dragonlink. Dragonlink's just like a good deck to learn combos with. Pearly is kind of very odd in the way that it plays. It's very fun, but it's not like a great way to like learn Yu-Gi-Oh! And just like play the game. Because it is so very specific to how Pearly plays. Whereas Dragonlink's just kind of like generic dragon stuff, or just like generic combo. What deck do you think I should go for? I used to play Shaddolls. Just play Shaddolls. Shaddolls are pog, dude. Play Shaddolls. No. If you want to play another deck like Shaddolls, Branded is a good option. That's expensive, though, so don't play that one. Labyrinth is a good option. That one's pretty cool, playing like IKEA Labyrinth with like the furnitures. Sword Soul is basically my always go-to option, I would say, especially for newer players. It's a very simple combo line. That like the more you play the game and the more that you play that deck, the better it will become. It also is good at going both first and second, which is pretty cool. Branded is my second main deck. Cool. What were we looking for? We're looking for Tearlament. Tearlament. Should I dismantle Dinomorphia or hold on to it for later support? I really don't know. I don't think Dinomorphia is getting much more, I'm not gonna lie. No shot there are 20 Tearlament players. What is happening? Is this like, quote-unquote, Tearlament, but it's actually just Kashtira? I'll go back to Brandon. You don't have to go back to Brandon. You can still play Pearly. In fact, I would suggest playing Pearly. I want a meta deck. I would check out some Labyrinth decks. Yeah, Labyrinth is definitely meta. It's like one of the best decks. As you can see by this tier list that I just made, it's my second best deck for the Duelist Cup. Should I make Punk for Gold Pride? If you want to play Punk Gold Pride, then yes. If you don't know how that deck functions, I would hold off and wait until Gold Pride arrives, and then see maybe if that's something you'd be interested in. Okay, this list feels like cope. One Scream? No shot. We're only playing one Scream. For a second I was waiting for like the little like 3 of to show up. No, we're just playing one of it. Bring back Merly! No, absolutely not. Please do not bring back Merly. You can bring back the other 2 though. It's Jover for me? What did I do? Also, why are you full caps? Tearlament strongest! Let's go! Just copied from this guy on Twitter. No, chat. Alright, it's Twitter time. I can't show you my Twitter, though. That's not allowed. It's time to log back in to Twitter. I think I know this guy. Someone brought it up earlier. Rika is annoying with Concon? Abso-freaking-lutely. Absolutely. You are not incorrect. Concon is a stupid, poorly designed card. Tatsu the Goat. See the guy that's still playing it in the OCG? Because if he is, pog. Merly hit is harder than the TCG/OCG Kit Kalos hit. Is it? I think the hits overall in the OCG are far worse. Yeah, maybe banning Merly is worse than banning Kit Kalos, but is it though? Got my Noir Con. No! That does suck. Con's dumb. Con is stupid. Stupid. Totsuku Suraimu? Is that how you say his name? Totsuku Suraimu. And it broke. Hooray. Hip hip hooray. I'm still streaming. Cool, Pog. Twitter, why are you broken? Twitter. Bruh. Bruh. Don't break on me. That's cringe. I don't hate this list. But that is triple unicorn, which I do hate. What is this? It's a pineapple. It's a pineapple! This card is sent from deck to the grave by a monster effect. You can special summon this card. Then, it's a tuner. Oh my gosh. Then if you control another plant monster, you can have the attack defense of a monster on the field. You can only use this effect once per turn. Once per turn, this card on the field would be destroyed by battle card effect. You can send a plant monster from your deck to the grave instead. What does that accomplish? Oh, you can make Baron. Wait, how? With what 6? Oh, it's a... Oh. If you mill something and you have a Kashtira on your field, you get to make Chaos Ruler. That's so unbelievably dumb. Interesting. Interesting. No shot. Hello? Bro, what is happening? Oh, there we go. It loaded! Hooray! That is the list. That is the list, chat. Here, let me show you Twitter. Oh no. Oh no! There it is. There it is. This looks... Alright, I gotta play this one. This one looks so much more interesting. We gotta play this list instead. They're not playing Book of Moon. They are playing 3 triple tags. Which is interesting. 1 Maxi! Excuse me? Triple Ash. Okay. Okay, sure. Yeah, of course. Triple Fenris. 1 of you. Or 1 less of you. 1 Grief. 1 Theosis, by the way. Theosis. Woof. Please tell me we're not playing Birth. Oh my gosh, we are. It's actually just Kashtira. It was Kashtira all along. Kashtira. 2 of you. No crime. I said it's fine. I don't need no crime. The Shaddolls, for reasons. Only 2 of you. Not Foolish Burial Goods. Why would we play Foolish Burial Goods? That makes sense. Honestly, I do like that. I hate Foolish Burial Goods. I think it's such a bad card. They're also cutting Prospy? Oh, I guess they want all of their cards in there extra. Havness is a Max C. Trust. That Japanese list is scary. I tagged you on Twitter. Please, I have a Twitter? Oh, I do have a Twitter. Fuck yeah. Okay. Well, I'll look at the branded Despia list. Is it funny that I literally forgot I had a Twitter? Oh, I I genuinely forgot that I had a Twitter linked in my bio at all times. Don't follow my Twitter. Don't do that. This is not me like trying to get into your brain to make you follow. No, I genuinely do not want you to do that. Do not look at the description. I should have just not said anything. Why the fuck did I say anything? I'm stupid. It's fine. Snow. Yo, Snow's gotta play Snow, right? Too bad I hate this card. What is this pineapple dragon? It's not pineapple. That's also not how you spell pineapple. I'm just stupid. What is this card called? Fangly. Oh. No, Fung. I spelled it wrong. How do you spell it? Oh, E, not A. It's not Fang, it's Fang. Fuck. I hate English. I do have this card. How did I get this card? Is it just a master pack? Oh, legacy pack. Okay, that makes sense. That makes more sense. All of my feed is not safe for work. Trust. Too late! Destrudo. Good legacy filler? No way. Shadow. I love playing Shadows. I should play Shadows. Shadows are cool. What are they? Why am I looking at this list? The hell? Let's look at the good list. Okay, what are they not playing? Are they not playing Rhoda? Not playing Rhoda. There you go. What else was it? Oh, the second Grief. I think this is it. Base Lament. Tiara strongest, there you go. Kashteria? Are they playing Jet Synchron? No, they're not playing Jet Synchron. Bro, Tomcat. Less capitals, please. What the hell was that card? Don't worry about it. It's nothing. It's fine. Window! Drago Stapelia. I did spell it correctly. Incredible. Shooting Riser. Oh, I did spell it correctly. Yes! Let's go. Raptide? No. Dragite. Chaos. Ruler. Baron. Bar on the floor. Bagooska. Bagoosk. Redoer. Zeus. Arise. Heart. It's 2 words. Technically, it's hyphenated. It's not 2 words. It's hyphenated. Dark. Dehork. And Underworld Goddess. Welcome to the Underworld. What's my level on Duelist Cup so far? I don't know. I genuinely don't. I think 17? Have I seen the last OCG metagame? We just looked at it for like half of a second. We could look at it a little bit more. Road of the King. Road of the King. Road of the King. What is this? Magician. What is Magician? Yo, Tri-Brigade Lyralist. Pog. 17 is where hell begins. Here we go. Rescue Ace, Labyrinth. Rescue Ace, Pog. Labyrinth, Pog. Pearly, interesting. Magician, oh no. Supreme King Magician. It's actually meta. No. FTK! No! No. Zark. Did I react to the new IP card? Is there a new IP Masquerena? I have not. I have yet to do that. Runic, which is just Runic. Not Naturia Runic, mind you. There is one of those. But just Runic. Is this like Runic Sprite? What is happening? This has to be like Runic Sprite. Is it just Runic Stun? Is Runic Stun the 5th best deck? No shot. Branded. I think Branded Fusion is at 1 in this game as well. That's very funny. Fire King, Pog. Fire King, Pog. Centurion, Manadimian, Dragonlink, Vanquish Soul. What is happening in the OCG? Every time I look at the OCG, I go, what's going on? What's happening? Anything interesting? Zodiac. Oh, Dryden's not banned. Is it? Rescue Ace, Pog. Labyrinth, Pog. Pearly. Pog. We have 1 Sleepy and 2 Delicious, and they're still slaying. Pearly's so dumb. They're playing triple yeep! No shot. No shot. Magician. What is this new Magician card? Do I have to be worried about this new Magician card? Shit. Chat. Master.com. Believe it or not, Branded Grass is great. Yes. Yes. Oh, if I type in Magician, I'm seeing SP everywhere? Oh, SP Little Knight? Is that what you mean? Think it's Zark Magician or something? Maybe. You're probably right. Zark. Show me the Zark. Look at how many cards there are for Zark. They said, well, we did everything for every other season of Yu-Gi-Oh! Let's go over the one that no one liked. And that's exactly what they're doing. Supreme King Gate Magician. First of all, I hate this card. Oh, it looks terrible. It is a light, level 7, 1 scale spellcaster pendulum effect monster. Pendulum effect. Supreme King Zark you control cannot be banished by your opponent's card effects. Okay, pretty good. During your main phase, you can destroy this card, and if you do, place a Supreme King Gate and Pendulum monster from your hand or deck in your Pendulum zone, except itself. You can only use this effect once per turn. Oh no. Monster effect. If you have a Supreme King Gate card in your Pendulum zone, except this card, you can send a 1 Pendulum Dragon, Xyz Dragon, Synchro Dragon, or a Fusion Dragon monster from your hand or extra deck. Sorry. From your hand or extra deck to the graveyard. Oh. Because the Pendulum Dragon. Right. From hand or extra deck to the graveyard, and if you do, special summon this card from your hand. Wild. If this card is special summoned, you can add 1 card that mentions Zark from your deck to your hand, except a spellcaster or monster. It only uses this effect once per turn. At the very least, it can't search out Chronograph or Astrograph. Yeah, no shit, they made a good Pendulum card. Man, stop printing bullshit like this. Actually, I don't care. Whatever. Rika is surprisingly cheap for a meta deck. Is it worth building for Duelist Cup? Not unless you're willing to commit your entire life to just playing Rika. That deck's a nightmare to play. Interesting. Cool. No, it's literally just Runic Stun. They're playing Torrential Tribute. It's just Runic Stun. Yeah, Rika's pretty hard to combo with. Oh no!
Tom, stop with just full caps, my guy. I've told you so many times.
Take a short break. Just don't use full caps. Just don't use caps lock. Just, you can capitalize your sentences. That's fine. Wow. 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 That's funny. 2011 ass deck building. Absolutely. They said, what if I played what is the deck that I'm thinking of? Oh, what if I played Chainburn in 2023? Except it's runic. No wonder this deck is seeing play. They have triple Card of Demise. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. Oh, no duh, it's still seeing. They're gonna ban Fountain instead of the actual problem card. Fountain's not the problem. It's very clearly this card right here. What? That one. Just ban Card of Demise. Why does it exist? How are we making SP? SP requires just 2 monsters. Just any 2 monsters. There you go. You normal summon a Max C, boom, into your boy. Actually, I think SP requires like a Light and Dark. No, it doesn't. It just requires 2. Yeah. Runic Fountain is the problem. No. No, it's not. It never has been. Runic Fountain is a good card for Runic. But yeah, I too like being able to set my entire hand and then draw 3 for nothing. That seems fun. That seems fair. That seems fair. Smile. Not in this version of Runic. I don't think in any version of Runic is Runic Fountain the actual problem. Yes, it generates advantage. Heaven forbid. Tip is honestly more of a problem. Yeah, you're probably right. Or, you know, the fact that floodgates. Think about, like, what Runic does in the TCG as opposed to what it does in the OCG. Maybe the issue are these. Oh, those floodgates need to be at 1? Like, it's too much? True. But also, you know, this thing and this thing. And this one. Ban terraforming. You cannot change my mind. Terraforming should be banned. Thank you very much. Also, Pot of Desires. Why the fuck is Pot of Desires in here? They said, oh yes, a draw 3 is too much. But, you know, this draw 3 is fine. Even though it's generic. It's fine. Huh? Flood should be banned or limited? It depends on the floodgate. Cool, well that's fun. Okay. We can play this in a second. I want to do forbidden cards. We're gonna do more tier list. I know, we could play the Duelist Cup. I know you're all super excited about playing the Duelist Cup. But we're gonna do, here's the tier list by the way, let's look at it. We're gonna do forbidden cards because this sounds like fun. This sounds like more fun than actually playing in the Duelist Cup right now. I'm late to the show, but why did you put Dinomorphia as don't play? Because Dinomorphia is bad. Especially in the Duelist Cup. What? Okay. Banned cards. I believe this is a TCG ban list. So, like, I think Maxi is on here. Yeah, there it is, baby! There it is! The format warping super threat in the Roach. Not gonna explain that one. Scythe is like D tier. Scythe is so mid. That's like a card. It's so difficult to actually be able to proc, but because it does exist, I mean, it's still a banned card for a reason, but in terms of banned cards, it's not that great. Block Dragon's like a B. No, why does... This card makes Adamantibator and every other rock deck just a problem. So we'll put it in B for block. Actually, I think Maxi is A. What would you put... Okay, what is S tier then? Right? Would you not think that a format warping card would be S tier? Because to me, it's like, yeah, if this card exists, even at 1, it's probably format warping. FTK cards? Is that not what Maxi is? Maxi can FTK? What the fuck do you mean? It literally changes the entire way that the game is played. Look at the difference between TCG and OCG. The only reason that they're really different is because of release dates and the Roach. That's why they started being different, was because of the Roach. Protoss S tier, Lamau. No shot. Protoss is like C tier. It's very specific. It's great in a best of 3, I will admit. It's really good in a best of 3, being able to call whatever you want. But it's also like a kind of mid floodgate, because it only prevents special summoning. It doesn't prevent like effects or anything like that. It still allows you to like, you can still deal with it, you can still target it, you can still negate it, you can still like chain in response to it. Lots of things that you can do to stop this guy. Very easy to out. Not like insane by any stretch of the imagination, but it's just another floodgate. Yes, it's an annoying floodgate, but like, you gotta remember, guys, these are all of the banned cards, right? Some cards are not as good as others. Speaking of which, Gofu is... I want to put Gofu in S tier. Have you seen what Gofu can do? Gofu is basically a Saryuya by itself. Not entirely, but almost. I'm going to put it in A tier. I don't think it's quite a format warping super threat, but it almost is. It's almost impossible to win the Max Siege Challenge, which makes it an almost guaranteed FTK. Scythe is actually banned in the TCG? Yes. I know. TCG is based. Trust. Barrier Statue is probably in like D tier as well. It's got 1,000 attack. You can literally just walk over it. Unless your opponent has something to actually deal with your monster just literally walking into this guy, you're fine. Or, you know, target protection or something like that, you're fine. This card's whatever. It's annoying, don't get me wrong. And it definitely should be on the ban list. Here, we'll do this one. Shouldn't be banned. There you go. And we'll do this one as F. There you go. Basically, this should still be banned, but is like the worst of the banned cards. There you go. This shouldn't be banned. Cyberstein. I don't think it's quite S tier because I think there's another card that does its job literally just better, but I still think it's very, very good. Cyberstein is dumb. Cyberstein is really dumb and does facilitate a lot of FTKs, and it's really silly. Dandelion's like... Dandelion just generates too many tokens. It is very strong. It's still ban-worthy, but it's not great. It's not great. No shot you think Dandy is actually S tier. Dandy is like... Maybe... no. Maybe I put it a little bit higher. Generating tokens is strong. Anyway, moving on. Redox. Redox I have to put in F tier. I think it's so close to being able to come off of the list. But the problem is that right now I believe Blaster is at 2 in the TCG. Or is it at 3 in the TCG? I think it's at 3 in the TCG right now. And if you give Redox, more specifically, if you give Redox to Earth, as well as giving them additional, like, Blaster, Tempest, and all of that stuff, with, like, Fenris running around, are you kidding me? Hell no. Fenris is at 3 in the TCG. You cannot have Redox back yet. Not allowed. Not yet. Not yet. Blaster's at 2 in Master Duel, I think? Yeah, I think it's at 3 in the TCG. I think it literally just went to 3. Or was that in the OCG? I do not remember. I know it's at least 1. But the point is Redox can't come off of the list yet because of Fenrir. Not because of itself, but because of Fenrir. Speaking of which, Fenrir should be banned. Eclipse Wyvern is a really, 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 really good card because of all of the insane dragons that we have. Masterpiece, honestly, probably shouldn't be banned at this point. Masterpiece is fine. He's whatever. We have so many ways to deal with these guys in particular that it's fine. Whatever. Dragon Link with rulers? Gimme. What made the Dragon Rulers broken? They basically were always getting additional advantage. They could summon themselves. They were big. They could go into rank 7s better than like anything else. They were constantly generating advantage, whether that's searching cards or special summoning themselves or what have you, right? They had hand effects, etc., etc. They were basically a card printed in like 2023 and then teleported back in time to like 2014. That's what made them so good. And having like a critical mass of them just generated you so much advantage. Just lower format than today, mind you, but still strong. Yep. And they still lost to Spellbooks because Jaugen Pass. Yay, Floodgates. Mindmaster is like absolutely A tier. Holy crap, this thing is like the GOAT of FTKs. Harp Horror should not be banned. Plushfire absolutely should be. Plushfire is bullshit, and it's like the only bullshit pendulum card in existence. It can be in B tier. That card is dumb. It just says, here you go. Here's full combo with any pendulum strategy. Thank you. That card can stay banned forever. I hate it. Phoenixian Cluster Amaryllis probably shouldn't be banned, let's be honest. Technically, it's an FTK enabler with, like, Topologic Bomber Dragon. But, like, who cares? Just ban Topologic if it's really that big of a problem. It's also, like, inconsistent at this point. Maybe it's not. I don't know. I'm gonna put it in shouldn't be banned. It really shouldn't be banned. I don't think it's as big of a problem. You could just, like, errata it with, like, a hard one-spur and you'd be fine. Not even a hard one-spur. Just, like, a thrice per turn or something like that. Ronin Toten, I don't know, it's bad, but, like, it should still be banned. It's just not a great card. Master Plan is absolutely, like, a good card. That card's crazy. Spiral is dumb. As we've seen. This card is absolutely S tier. Holy crap, the amount of FTKs that you can pull off with this individual card is absolutely insane. Also, just, like, being able to tribute summon this card and get a big unaffected guy, or being able to get like a just whatever you want that's in your graveyard is crazy. It's kind of dumb. It's kind of dumb. Title, I'm trying to think if Title can go to 1. Maybe. Master Plan did nothing wrong. Oh, it absolutely did a lot wrong. It just no longer needs to be on the ban list. It's like, hey, it spent however many years in jail. It's fine. It's been corrected. It can come back. That's what it is. It definitely did something wrong. It'd be like saying someone who committed vehicular manslaughter wasn't doing anything wrong. It's like, no, they very clearly did. But that doesn't mean that they're irredeemable forever. Just for most of their life. Ava! I hate this card personally, so it will go higher. Victory Dragon shouldn't be banned, but because of the sanity of judges, it should remain banned. Spiral being soft once per turns is insane. Absolutely true. The Spiral level 1 needs to be banned? No. Master Plan, yes. The Spiral level 1, no. Just Master Plan. Master Plan is very clearly the problem. Searching out a mission is way more problematic than searching out a gear. Also, this one also searches an additional monster and a field spell when it goes to the graveyard. As a Thought is S tier? Yes, true. There you go. There's As a Thought. Snow is like a solid B tier. Snow is crazy. Fiber Jar is dumb. Fishborg is also dumb. Glow Up Bulb is not as good as Fishborg. Level Eater is also, like, insane because of links existing, but not that crazy. Magical Scientist is absolutely S tier. I don't think it's close. This might be the best card. Might be the best card in the game. Might being the keyword there, because I think there's one card that might be better. Kieran should not be banned. Kieran could go to 3 and no one would care. Kieran doesn't do anything. You could leave it. You could unlimit it right now with Electromite in the OCG or in Master Duel, and no one would bat an eye. No one would care. Kieran's fine. Okay, maybe not in the OCG because they just made a good Pendulum deck, so maybe it would do something, but it probably wouldn't, let's be honest. Kieran's fine. How is Kieran not unbanned with the new support? Anyway, Jin absolutely needs to remain banned. It's so good. Just like make any ritual deck a floodgate deck. Grindel Golem is absolutely insane. If you've ever seen Grindel Golem, guess what? This card doesn't start a chain. You just get a body on your side of the field and your opponent gets 2 tokens. And it's wild. They said, what if Grindel Golem didn't start a chain? What if you just got 2 free tokens? Now, granted, that's not great when you only have, like, fusions or, like, synchros or stuff. Like, that's not... You just gave your opponent a 3,000 attack point monster to just attack into your attack position token. That doesn't seem like a great idea. But then they made links, and it immediately blew up in their face. But hey, that's why you ban the older cards. Starving Venom Fusion Dragon is, it's not great, but it definitely deserves to be banned. Speaking of banned cards, Kit Kalos is fucking crazy. Does it deserve its ban? Absolutely. Should it be banned? No, I like Tier. Bring back Kit. Bring back Kit. You won't. They won't. Colossus. Colossus is whatever. It doesn't deserve to be banned, but... Or I shouldn't say it doesn't deserve to be banned. It absolutely deserves to be banned. It was part of one of the most degenerate decks in a cool format, in TOS format. However, even with that being said, it's not great. I mean, we've played against it in Master Duel. It's not really that big of a deal. It is annoying, though. Norden is so crazy. Do I put it in there? No, I'll put it in C tier. Norden, if you can summon it, like, for example, in Zodiac, it's crazy. If you can't, it doesn't really do a whole lot. And especially with, like, instant fusion. Grinder is 6 mats for free. More or less. Ban Kit, save Merlin. No. No, I want Kit Kalos. No, stop. Tempest Magician is solely used for FTKs. Curious is banned? I forgot. Yeah, it's still a good card. Put it up here. Sprite is like A tier. Holy crap, this card. Sprite Elf is so dumb. Why does Sprite Elf have the text that it has? That's my question. Why does Sprite Elf say any Link 2, Rank 2, Level 2 monster and any other monster? You don't even need a fucking Sprite. You don't even need 2 2s. Just any 2. And then it gives you target protection and a revive? What the fuck? Anyway, moving on. Summon Sorceress is literally just that on crack. It's great. Summon Sorceress is really cool. Speaking of, Gumblar! Gumble loops. Gumblar is stupid. I also like hand looping my opponent for multiple cards. Yep. There's a reason Silva's banned in the in Master Duel. I have a replay of my Pearly against Cash. Okay. We can look at that in a second. Oh, I was supposed to look at your response on Twitter. It's fine. Carrier absolutely deserves its ban. It's not better than Norden. So, it's better than Protoss. Chaos Ruler absolutely deserves its ban. It should go, like, up by snow. There you go. Ib is... there. No, Gofu's definitely better than those. Agropane is absolutely up here as well, like S tier. Dear Lanta, that card is stupid. Imagine being able to special summon from the extra deck. Just a free guy. No restrictions, just... here's a negate. Ridiculous. Errata Carrier, true. Huh? What do you mean, huh? Electromite, absolutely deserves its ban. Goblin absolutely deserves its ban. Maybe A tier? Goblin's crazy. Nightmare Mermaid is like one of the weakest of the nightmares. It still deserves its ban, don't get me wrong. But it's pretty weak. It's just kind of like, here's any 2 monsters into full Orcus combo. That's kind of it. That's kind of all that it did. It also helped with like U-Links, because it was a downward facing arrow with any 2 monsters, technically, because you could make a nightmare into a Nightmare Mermaid. But honestly, this card might actually be able to... Hold on. Let me think before I speak. Never mind. I was going to say this card could come back, and then I thought about it. Link Cross is a very good Link 1. and deserves its ban. Mew probably could come back, let's be honest. Verte. Verte's pretty good. Astrolabe can be special summoned from extra deck. Yes. Yes, any dragon. I guess I should say any dragon can be special from the extra. Which I believe is Astrolabe a dragon? I have no idea. Anyway, Acropane is stupid. Moving on. Samorg absolutely should not be on the list. A Rise Heart S tier. Sure. Crystron Halqifibrax is probably in A tier. Crystron Halqifibrax just did like everything for every deck in all existence. They banned every other card supporting Crystron Halqifibrax. And then they finally were like, holy crap, stop playing this card. And then finally banned the card, realizing that it was very clearly the problem. It took them so long to ban this card, and they literally hit so many cards because of it. It's insane. Aurora Dawn, I don't know, it's like a C tier. It's good, but it's not crazy. Because it locks you out of links, it's one of the things where it's like, no, that's actually a good restriction. The problem was, obviously, Halqifibrax. I'm actually going to put this lower. I really don't think it's that good. It is just like a turbo mega combo thing. But, like, there's a million other ways to do that as well, so it's not really that big of a deal that this card individually exists. I do think it deserves its ban, absolutely. But I don't think it's nearly as strong as, like... Yeah, maybe it's stronger than Verte and Club. Not Ava, though. Fuck Ava. Evenly Match? Evenly Match is not banned, so we won't be talking about it. Though Evenly Match is dumb. I don't know why I keep ashing Cash. You should ash the Theosis. If you're gonna ash something, ash Theosis. Scarecrow? Scarecrow is just a Link 1, but it is a good Link 1. That's basically it. LP absolutely deserves its ban. This card is stupid. I'm actually gonna put it like clear up here next to Nightmare Goblin. LP, first, it felt like it was so long that we had to play with LP. LP deserved its ban so much. Speaking of deserving its ban, Lavalval Chain. This card was insane. This card actually might be like clear up here. Yeah, this guy's a heavy hitter. Imagine just being able to make like any rank 4, or just like make a rank 4, and then be able to send any card to your grave. Or stack your deck. The card's dumb. Broad Bull absolutely deserves its ban. This card's crazy. Trident, on the other hand, probably could be unbanned. No, we have triple Zeus. Maybe it... No, I could definitely be unbanned at this point. Such a simple, insane card. Scarecrow did nothing wrong. No, Scarecrow definitely did something wrong by existing as a Link 1. Smile. Link 1s are dumb. Moving on, Shockmaster. Shockmaster's an S tier. Yeah, imagine being able to just stop your opponent from playing the game. Speaking of which, Rongo Nimiad. Rongo Nimiad's just harder to summon, but it does basically the same thing. Call me insane, but I'm running 3 evenly matched. Why? Diablosis! Diablosis isn't crazy by any stretch of the imagination, especially compared to a lot of the other cards, but being able to look at your opponent's extra deck is kind of dumb. I know what this card does, and I know how insane it is, but I cannot remember the name of it. It's the rank 8 that, like, requires 3 8s or something like that, but you can, like, slap it on top of a Galaxy Eyes, and it just, like, mills 3 dragons. It's kind of dumb. Anyway, moving on. Okay, 2. Why not play Thrust and 1 copy? I hate the Link 1. Haters... What? Lighthearted, etc. Aren't that powerful. They're just strong. Lightheart, Sarah, and etc. aren't that powerful. They're literally the strongest cards in the game. What the fuck are you talking about? The only reason they're not powerful is because they're tied to bad archetypes. Could you imagine if a good archetype got a good Link 1? Oh! They did. It was LP, and it was fucking insane. Link 1s are dumb because they get a card off of the field. They convert one card on field to a card in the grave. That's powerful. That's one of the reasons why so many of them are so powerful. It's not because of the actual implications of the Link 1 itself on field, but because of the implications of getting a card off of the field and into the grave. It's very strong. And I do think that... Also, Scarecrow was absolutely insane. It revived a card. It was a Link 1 that got a card into the grave and then brought it back. Anyway, Zexel is stupid and says, no, you can't play the game. That's not allowed. Speaking of which, Calamities also basically did... Okay, these go in A tier. These go in A tier. Bada bing, bada boom. No playing the game. Zenmaity shouldn't be banned. Arise Heart. Yeah, Arise Heart's kind of whatever. There are so many outs to Arise Heart that it's like, yeah, realistically, this card shouldn't be banned. Or, not realistically, but should it be banned? You could make the argument for it not being banned. I don't think it's that big of an issue, but I definitely do see it as an issue. So it does deserve the ban. But there you go. I beat Dragon Link with Pearly. Yep. Dragon Link can't touch my Pearly Noir. Galaxy Tomahawk is just a Royodon. There you go. MX Saber Invoker. Does it deserve to be on the ban list? It's like kind of an FTK enabler. It's fine. It's fine. Chicken Game absolutely should be banned. I hate this card. Yeah, I too like being able to draw one card with no stipulation and my opponent can't respond to it. It's dope. My opponent played Scapegoat. Nice. This card would be an S tier if it was the spell version. But being able to, like, bring back a whole bunch of monsters is kind of dumb. Okay, we'll talk about Delinquent Duo. We'll talk about this one last. Cold Wave absolutely should be banned. That card is dumb. Imagine just being able to shut down half of your opponent's interactions. Speaking of which, Grass. Grass is... I've heard a lot of arguments that Grass is good for the game, and I don't hate those arguments, because a lot of people are like, well, without Grass, why would you play a 60-card list? And I go, because you have a lot of engines and stuff like that you would want to play. There are reasons to play 60-card lists, even without Grass, but the thing is, it's supposed to be an upper cap, not necessarily, like, to change the way that deck building works. And I think that Grass is just something that's too strong. I do like the idea of incentivizing people to kind of experiment with the way that their deck lists can work, but I also think that Grass just generates too much advantage if it does resolve, that it's not really incentivizing people to actually play around it. Because imagine if Grass was at 3. That would cause issues, right? Grass at 1, I think, is a little bit more okay, because not every deck can abuse it. And it would be like, okay, I do have to kind of be able to play a 60-card list without seeing Grass and still be okay with it. So there's that. I don't know. Grass is interesting. Barrage is another dumb Dragon card. Probably should be banned. Expulsion absolutely is a stupid card. It's only really good because of, like, stunning your opponent, but it's still annoying. IO is stupid. Moving on. Last turn shouldn't be banned. Last turn is a headache for judges, and so it absolutely should be banned, but I think it's funny. Bring it back. I don't care if I get FTK'd with last turn. If they're able to accomplish that and understand it without a judge literally ripping up the card in front of them, then I think it's fine. Red Reboot is whatever. Royal Oppression is... yeah, it's fine. It's pretty good, but it's fine. Last turn is an instant win. Honestly, that's fine. That's fine. At least it's funny. All judges shall suffer. Sixth Sense is a crazy card. Even as a trap card, it's kind of insane. Imagine rolling a 5 or a 6 and just drawing 6 cards. Just imagine. Imagine! When the self-DK player turn into last turners? No. Trap Dust Shoot is also kind of crazy. There you go. This card's absolutely insane. Imagine being able to just reborn everything. Imagine playing a Chaos deck and then just being able to get all of your cards back. And the downside is your mill. Yep. Yep. Ultimate Offering shouldn't be banned. This card is mid. Have you read this card? This card is mid. It is technically good, but it's only good in, like, Flunder, which doesn't really help their consistency any. It might also be good in, like, very few other decks, but honestly, this card's mid. Also, this is by far the better artwork. Vanity's Emptiness is pretty good. Actually, it's pretty good. Hey Giant Trunade. Giant Trunade is kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. Monarchs. Ah, yes. Monarchs. Let me normal summon. Oh, wait. I already have that.
Yeah, that's my point. Azathoth feels like an evil, all-powerful entity. That's kind of the idea.
Heavy Storm. Heavy Storm absolutely should be banned. It's like in A tier. The only reason I could ever see Heavy Storm coming off of the list is for the same reason that current Harpy's Feather Duster is off of the list, and that's for nostalgia. There is not a... You cannot tell me that Harpy's Feather Duster is at 1, while Lightning Storm is currently at 2, because of back row decks and not because of nostalgia. Harpy's Feather Duster 100% should be banned. It's an incredible card that just destroys the entire opponent's back row. That's crazy. That's such an insane option that we have available to us, and the only reason it and a lot of other cards are at 1 is because of nostalgia. You cannot change my mind. Do I disagree with that? No, not necessarily. I think that that's fine. You know, one Monster Reborn, it's cool, whatever. I don't really mind all that much, but they're absolutely insane cards and should be banned. Speaking of which, Last Will, have you read this card? I have. It's kind of good. Being able to just, like, reborn, not even reborn, special summon from the deck any monster by just, like, having a Link 1 exist is kind of insane. Last Will is stupid. Moving on. Mass Driver is whatever. It's only really good in FTKs, but it, you know, it does FTK. Metamorphosis is absolutely insane. Holy crap, this card. Even in old Yu-Gi-Oh! Was absolutely crazy. Who plays Monster Reborn anymore? Not many, because it's at 1. I'll tell you this right now. If it was at 3, it would 100% be played more. Especially as, like, a side deck option. To just be like, cool, my opponent decided to, like, play the game. Now I just have, like, Monster Reborn to bring back whatever they ended up on. Or, like, now I can, like, Monster Reborn something to continue my plays. Right? Do I think it's, like, the most broken card? No. Do I think it should be banned? No. But do I think it can go back to 2 or 3? Absolutely not. There's a reason it's at 1, and it should stay at 1. Imagine a generic Monster Reborn. Mirage of Nightmares is such a cool card, and it's absolutely busted. Mystic Mine is, like, whatever. I'm actually put it, like, below a Rise Heart. Brilliant Fusion is crazy because of Seraphinite, and basically only because of Seraphinite, giving you an additional normal summon. Self-Destruct button is literally only on here, similar to Victory Dragon, and kind of Last Turn. It's for, like, judge calls, basically. They're like, I don't want judges to just have to be like, this is how this works, yada yada. So instead... Oh, and also for, like, stalling reasons, because if you end in a draw, you can't. That's not allowed. So basically, you win game 1, and then you side in this thing, and you go, cool, now we're just going to draw into infinity, and you're not going to play the game. Yeah, judge calls and round stalling. Card of Sanctity is an absolutely insane card. If any of you watch Lithium, and you've been seeing the most recent cross ban list cup, I would highly recommend. First of all, Lithium is dope. But, holy crap, Card of Sanctity is absolutely insane. This card is nutso. Being able to draw a card after reviving a card from the grave, which is not exactly difficult to do, is kind of wild. Anyway, you can literally go watch the most recent cross ban list cup to see how crazy this card is. Moving on, Confiscation. Confiscation's a good card. Just, yep, hand knowledge, and also getting to rip a card out of your opponent's hand. Same with that, Forceful Sentry. They're basically the same card, and they're both really strong. Imagine a worse version of that in Appointer of the Red Lotus. Appointer, the only reason it's not higher on the list is because of because it's a trap card. So you actually have to set it first. But going first, it's still just as good. Errata it to anime text. What's the anime text? Smoke Grenade of the Thief is similar in nature to a pointer, so we'll just put those two next to each other. Snatch Steal is crazy. Being able to just steal an opponent's monster for the rest of the duel is kind of cracked. I'm not gonna lie. Imagine Triple Tack or Change of Heart, but you keep the monster forever. There are archetypes that entirely center around having that ability to do that, and they're bad because the rest of their cards have to be bad. I'm surprised Unicorn is the strongest in the Kashtira army. Fair enough. It's probably Fenrir, though. Unicorn is the best combo starter. Premature Burial is... Honestly, Premature Burial is not, like, all that crazy when you really think about it. It's good because it's an equip card that you can bounce back to your hand to activate it again without a once per turn. But it's kind of just Monster Reborn. Which, like, yeah, that's good. But it also only targets your grave, so it's not as good. It's still good, but not as good. Toons! Exactly. Butterfly, Dagger, Elma needs to stay on the list, but it's a really bad card. The only reason that this card is on the list is because of Gearfried. That's kind of it. It's just on here for FTK stuff. Obviously, it's like an FTK enabler, so maybe you could argue that it's better. But honestly, the card isn't great. Like, adds itself back to the hand if it's destroyed, which is whatever. But it does enable FTKs. It absolutely does need to remain banned. It's just not individually that great of a card. And even in context, it's not really that great of a card. Kaiser Coliseum, also pretty bad. Should stay banned. I hate this card, but it's not that great. Okay, we got the most iconic cards and Soul Charge. We gotta talk about Soul Charge. Soul Charge is dumb. What the fuck? Who printed this card? This card was printed in like 2012. When was this card printed? Hold on. Yu-Gi-Oh! Soul Charge release date. 2014. No shot, it was released in fucking 2014. That has to be a lot. It was released in 2014. Yo! What? No shot. No shot it was released that late into Yu-Gi-Oh! They printed this card in 2014? I thought they were at least a little bit smarter than that and printed it in like 2012. That's wild. This was legal with links. That's how long it was legal for. This was legal with Spiral. Why the fuck was this legal with Spiral? Who allowed that? What do you mean Revive 4? What do you mean get full combo?
I maxi to Uni, that's why I lost. You gotta fire maxi before main phase.
Yeah, Soul Charge is dumb. Pot of Greed is just a +1. It's whatever. It's okay. It's okay. Speaking of which, Graceful Charity is like a +5. Holy crap, this card's insane. I'm gonna actually put this higher. It's gotta go a little bit higher. Delinquent Duo is mid. Delinquent Duo is mid. I know. Okay, it's probably not that bad. Yeah, you can discard 2 cards from your opponent's hand, but you don't get to see, and they do get to discard 1 for effect as well. So hitting anything that would like trigger off of that, like a Danger, like a Dark World, like a Tearlament, or anything else of that matter, just generates them advantage. So there's that. However, you also don't get hand knowledge, which is the very important part. It is good, but hand knowledge is so much more better. Yes, I did say that correctly. So much more better. Yeah, being able to like actually look at your opponent's hand is so much more valuable than not seeing what they have and just ripping 2 cards. It is good. It's very good. It deserves its ban. But it's also probably the weakest of the hand rip cards. Like, Confiscation is just 1 card out of the hand. But, also, I'm going to switch these. But you do get Hand Knowledge, which is massive. It's so important. If I did Max C, add to draw phase, Uni wouldn't activate the effect. Yep. And you would also get the draw off of the Unicorn summon. And Painful Choice is the best card in the game. You cannot change my mind. And the reasoning for this is very simple. Imagine dumping 5 of your best cards, and your opponent has to choose either the way that they out their board, has to choose one of the cards to prevent a combo from going off. Like, for example, imagine dumping 5 tier names. Could you imagine? Imagine dumping, like, 3 revival spells and, like, 2 monsters you would want to revive, or just, like, would start a combo. Imagine being able to dump, like, things that would, like, trigger additional cards, right? Imagine just dumping, like, anything, and then your opponent has to choose one of them to give you. It doesn't even have to be 5 different cards. It can be 3 of the same card, and then 2 of another card, and you go, you get 2 choices, I'm getting one of these. It's kind of dumb. Painful Choice is like Kit Colors, except better. It is like Kit Colors, except better. Though I'm proud of beating Dragon Link, you should be. Dragon Link's cool. Or Dragon Link is difficult, I should say. It's 5 cards that want to be in the grave. They get to pick 1 to not be. It's that, or it's 5 cards that want to be in the hand, and they get to choose one of them to be in the hand. And it's like, oh, great. Cool. And it's not a once per. So if you have multiple, you can fire multiple. And your opponent is basically choosing the card for you. So you could potentially send things that might be like additional follow-up. Like,
Imagine, like, you go, cool, I'm going to go Painful Choice. And they're like, okay, that's fine. And you go, I'm going to send 3 triple tactics, 3 triple tactics talents, and a Change of Heart, and a Mind Control. And it's like, cool, I'm going to take your monster. That's going to happen. You know, or something along those lines. I'm stuck in Platinum Hell. I'm in Plat 3. No. Rongo should be on the list. Rongo is on the list. He's, where is he? Where did I put him? I put him here, in A tier. I think I put him too high. I think the other one is a little bit better. Also, Zexal's probably a little bit better. Also, probably, yeah. He's good. Very good. In context of banned cards, not as good. Definitely very good. But not as good as, like, Imperial Order. Who the fuck printed Imperial Order? It's crazy how impactful Imperial Order is as compared to, like, Royal Decree or what's the word, like, Skill Drain. Rongo is the Kaiju Slayer? Yes, and? I'm gonna get a bit better at Pearly. I'm glad. A smart person printed Imperial Order. True. I mean, technically speaking, I think in that set, they released Royal Decree, Imperial Order, and Skill Drain, if I'm not mistaken. And they said, what if we had a card that could stop any other card? What if we had a trifecta of cards that said, you don't get to play the game? It's like, why? Why would we do this? Why did we do this? It's so stupid. It's so dumb. Anyway, I feel like Noir is going to get banned. Its effect is kind of broken a little. No shot, Noir is getting banned. Do you want to know why Noir is not getting banned? Let me quickly scroll down to Noir. Yeah, there it is. See this little thing right here? Yeah, Noir is not getting banned. Sorry. Also, it's not really that big of a deal because it's like the only... There's basically 2 plays that Pearly can make. 1, Happiness OTK. 2, Big Noir. Right? That's ultimately their plays. They can do a little bit more with like beauty and like stealing a thing, but like ultimately those are their 2 plays, right? So that'd be like taking away the Adagnister monster from Adagnister. Like, taking away a rival Cybers from Adagnister. It's like, yeah, that doesn't really make sense. That is the boss monster, right? Anyway, moving on. Let's play Tier Elements, shall we? Shall we? Let's actually play Yu-Gi-Oh! I know, it's been a while. We haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh! In a while. Sorry. If they ban something, it's gonna be delicious. If they ban something, it's probably not delicious. It's probably like Stray Street. Though I would be surprised if they don't limit delicious. We'll go blue. And Tier Elements strongest. Kit Kalos. Oh, why are you in that slot? There we go. Kit Kalos. We'll do Fenris, and we'll do the pineapple. The pineapple. Okay, I gotta go to the bathroom. Cheers usually is pretty good in the TCG. Yep. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Not supposed to go to the bathroom on stream? Who said that? I forgot to mute my mic. No, I'm sorry, chat. TCG, OCG never had Purlia full power, right? Yep. It was delicious for... No. I think the OCG had it at full power, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but I think the OCG had it at full power for a little bit, and then they limited Sleepy Memory. But the TCG didn't. TCG had Delicious limited before New War. We are playing Tier. We are playing Tier Element's Strongest. And sometimes we draw like the GOAT himself. Sometimes you are just better than your opponent. It is that simple. We'll go Unicron. Grab... Ooh, do I grab Theosis or do we grab Birth? Probably Theosis, right? Just beat Cash with Dino Morbin? We Dino Morbin now. Cool. That's fine. How much do I care about this? Oh, it's lab. Okay. Banish the Muckracker. That's fine. We can go Theosis. Does this lock me in anyway? Except for disease. Cool. Normal summon Rhino Heart. Sending the... I guess we'll send Havness here. Send Havness. Havness effect. Go Kit. Kit send Sheeran. Yeah. No. Oh. I don't have anything else to do off of that, do I? Not particularly. I guess it's still probably the play, though. Yeah. I've ashed myself. No! We've all done it, don't worry. I've max seed on my turn. Just like going first. I think I'm going second. Chain max seed. Cool. What do I send? What do I send? I could send Tier Cash. Just a mill more. I think I just send Sheeran here. Sheeran makes sense, right? We'll go Sheeran. Sheeran. We could go Kaleido? We'll just go Rue, Colossus. I've ashed my own Sheeran when trying to discard it. Yep. 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 Cool, let's go Theosis. Target Unicorn. Grab Fenris. I don't want to do anything with this. I can't do anything with this, yeah. Alright, well, you know, it's a decently good hand. And Rhino Heart. It's a decently good field. And Rhino Heart. Having to play through Droll kinda hurt. It wasn't really that big of a deal, though. Effect, sure, that's fine. We'll get the Chaos Angel out of their deck here. I think it's always a misclick. Yeah, it probably always is. Cool, we'll go Fenris. We'll go Unicron. Banishing the Chaos Angle. Thrust. No. Thanks, though. Set 1, set 2, set 3, set a 4th! Let's go. Si, mare. Mare. Cool, let's go Unicorn. Power Sink Stone. Sure. That's fine. Wild Power Sink Stone. Imagine. Punishment, sure. Sure. Wait, hold on. Does this work the way that you think it does? Well, they're on the field. Okay, cool. Okay. Burf. I mean, they don't really have anything here. I just get to go Birth, special summon back the Fenris, walk into... Yeah. Skill drain at home. Except it's not. Because I could deal with it with Fenris. Tier limit strongest! Let's go, chat! I need to start playing Cash so I know its weak points. I have a full deck, never played it though. Yeah. That was very funny. If you play Cash, don't activate Shangri-La on opponent's turn. Fair enough. Hold on. Important text. Cool. Alright, let's continue. That hand was really good. And my opponent's was not. Okay. That's a pretty good hand. That's actually a really good hand again. Oh, is it Labyrinth again? Well, that would make sense. Well, I mean, it would make sense. Would it not? Oh, Wraithsith's interesting. Interesting. Okay, we're gonna start with Wraithsith. Add it to hand. Definitely tier cash. My opponent has scooped. I don't even know what they were playing. I don't even know what they probably were playing Lab, right? How bad did they brick? It was 2 ladies and a lovely and then 2 random normal traps. Well, okay, this hand's not terrible. I'm deciding whether I go Unicorn or Fenris here. Probably Fenris, right? So that I can banish the Unicorn. Oh, maybe... No. Does that do anything? Unicorn could special summon the tier cash with Theosis, but that locks me. Yeah, I think we go Fenris here. We'll go Fenris effect. Search out tier cash. We'll go... Ah! I'm an underrated YouTuber? I think I'm rated perfectly. I'm not very good. I'm glad you like it, though. That's ultimately my goal. To bring enjoyment. Oh, I misplayed. I changed. I forgot. Oh well. I'm bad. Cool. Yeah, that was very, very silly of me. Cool. Pass. I thought this had already activated. I forgot that Tier Limits Kashtira is in fact a quick play. It is in fact a quick play. Cool. Battle phase. Yo, evenly match? That's super dope. guy. I'm surprised people are actually playing evenly matched. It feels so bad. I don't know, maybe people only see it when they're going second. I feel like I always only see it when I'm going first. Probably a one-of off of thrust. I sure hope that was the case. And then I just got outplayed. It's decent against Lab, I guess. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just like, I only ever see it going first. Yeah, I guess that's fine. Based? It's fucking based. It's fucking based. Fuck no. Fuck no, baby. 500 gems yet? I have no idea. One of us. One of us. One of us. I got too excited there. Ooh, triple tag. Ooh, a triple tag. Cool. I could just go like special the Fenris, walk into the Fenris, deal 24, and then search. Abso-fucking-lutely. Abso-fucking-lutely, that's what we're doing. Walk into the Fenris, activate the Fenris, banish the Fenris, replay occurs, walk into the guy, main 2, grab my own tier limit cash tira. Come back here! I'm not done! We're gonna combo! Perfect. Perfect. I'm gonna take out Kurikara for evenly matched. Try playing cards that are good both going first and going second. So like hand traps, like triple tactics, like thrusts, Book of Moons, Book of Eclipses, stuff like that. What's up, Benjune? How's it going? Hey, yo, Havnis, Fenris? Let's go. Havnis, Fenris, Sheeran, full combo. Wild. Theosis, sure. Kashtira Theosis. What are we summoning here? The Unicron. Interesting. Okay. Do I chain Havnis here? They would be turn player, so if I do hit the one Sheeran in my deck, it does do something. I'm gonna do it. I don't need my... Well, I hit nothing, so cringe. I was gonna say, I don't need my, Kit Colors, that's fine. Reach Duelist level 14. Nice. I also wasn't joking, I don't think I need it. Oh, lame. Lame! They had Thrust. They grabbed Triple Tag. Yeah. Yeah. I probably should have held off on the Havnis. Don't know how much that matters, though. Draw 2. Oh, are we looking at the hand? Oh, probably. Unless our hand's really bad, but it's not because we just grabbed Birth, so we probably have something here at the very least. No, we're gonna draw 2. Huh? Fuck, kick all those to 3. Why not? Or some have banished the Sheeran. Oh, they didn't. They did banish Pearl Rhino, though. Which is frustrating. That's frustrating. I could go, like, Havnis, walk into a monster. Depending on what they end on, I could go, like, Havnis, walk in to the Arise Heart attach, special summon my Fenris, special summon the Arise Heart, special summon Zeus, nuke the field before they can do any, like, and then they can't do anything. And then I can play from there, which honestly isn't that bad. Oh, we're just making the Arise Heart pass. Okay. Never mind then. We just decided to make a Arise Heart pass. Okay, I do lose. Just kidding, I don't. Wow, that's actually wildly important. Unless you know when I beat cash. Okay. Why don't we fire that in draw phase? Because we're bad. True. Alright, cool. No. Yeah, you got it. Knowing that I'm playing tier, they get to just go for the Arise Heart and basically OTK, or FTK. Probably should have chained the Arise Heart there to the Birth, but, I mean, it didn't really matter too much. Later's dog. J-Dog. Later's J. I probably shouldn't have gone for the Havness there. I don't think there was really anything that I could do there. I'm not likely to hit anything. So yeah, I think that was my biggest mistake, was just activating the Havness. Because if I don't activate the Havness, I can go like a special summon the Fenris, and then I just have Fenris to like threaten things. And they probably make like very different plays as well. So I think that was just the biggest mistake on my part. Sure, let's go Unicorn. Wheel grab, I guess Theosis, probably. They're gonna droll me. Oh, I have expected droll. Could be Imperm? That'd be weird, but it could be. Do I grab Rhino Heart here? Yeah, most likely. We'll grab Rhino Heart. This ain't tier 0 anymore? Yep. There's the Roach, kind of figured. I do get to rip a card out of there extra, so that's, for the most part, fine. We'll send this guy. Send the Gamma Seal. No, 3. We have Beast, so at the very least we do get a draw. We'll go Beast, Chainlink 1. We'll go Unicorn, Chainlink 2. It's Cashier. What is going on here? Maybe I should have hit the big eye. That is very funny, at the very least. I think I'll just set one and pass. Like, I don't really want to give them additional draws. But we do have the meta noise to send and fuse, so I'm feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty good about that. Yeah, figured. That does mean that they can't stop the meta noise, which is nice. So at the very least, we'll get that. We also get to go Unicorn here, though, during the draw phase, which is also very nice. Cool, we'll hit the big eye. Normal summon Planet Pathfinder. No. Get your ass face down, baby. Let's go. Send Havness. Havness. Go for Kit. Use the Gamma Seal. Summon this guy. Could go Rhino. Rhino send Rhino, which doesn't really do much. We'll go Kit Kalos. No Pearl Rhino. I'll probably just send Sheeran and make Winda. Yeah. Yeah, probably. You're probably right. His turn probably does end there. Unless he triple tax. Which could. Yeah, I figured. Does this take? Could be. No, draw 2. Draw 2. I feel like take Unicorn, yeah? Wait, what the fuck are we doing? Oh, Div Carnate. Sure. Battle. Walk into the window. Sure. Okay, now what? Yeah, oh, nothing? Oh, okay, cool. Wait, Fenris? What? Could we... What? Oh. Oh, okay. No, that's fine. Maxi. Oh, I have expected the Maxi. Okay, cool. Let's put this guy to attack position. We could just go like a normal summon Rhino Heart. I mean, there's no reason to not activate the effect, yeah? Yeah. We'll go Rhino Heart. We'll go, ah! Ash there. Odd choice, but okay. We'll send Havness. We'll go Havness, they'll go Chain Link to the Fenris. Huh. Okay, we'll go Dragostapelia. We'll put back the kit. 100 times out of 100, I'm going for the Dragostapelia here. We'll go like this. Target you. Nice Fenris. No. Cool. Then we go Redoer. I could just go like battle here. And just walk over the Fenris if I wanted to. I don't really see that as being needed. But it might be worth it to keep the Redoer as a way to summon on the opponent's turn. They only have something. I'm wondering what they have in their hand. Some sort of hand trap. I know I can OTK. The question is, can I OTK through whatever their hand trap is? Scare Cash? That's probably what it is, you're right. Oh, wait, no, we know that they have the tier limit cash in their hand. So that's also probably what it is. Okay, then we'll go like this. We'll go Redoer. I was thinking it could have been, what's it called? The other guy. What is it called? Ghost Warning. That's what I was thinking it was. Can I OTK here? I could go tier cast special, but then I can't really do anything with that. It's just be a body on field. And I've already used both of my fusions. Yeah, I probably can't OTK there, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. I still think going for the kit colors there is probably the correct play. Let me save that duel. Probably going for the kit colors there is the correct play, and then I grab like Solyak, and then just walk over the one Fenris. Yeah, not stealing there was very odd, especially because I know you're playing the Kashiras. So yeah, not taking Unicorn there is weird. It's weird. Oh, I don't want to use my normal on Fenrir, do I? Because I'd rather go Supreme Simare. Simare. Special your boy, they have Max C, because of course they do. Use Redoer effect in battle phase, then fuse. I still don't OTK, because they have the tier cache in hand. I don't really have anything to fusion into as well, so it's not like that's really accomplishing all that much. We'll go Simare. There's the Ash. Sure, sure. Sure, sure. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, what? New player. What do you think? What do I think is the best deck to craft for the Duelist Cup? As a new player, probably Sword Soul. That would be my assumption. That would be my take. We'll banish the Unicorn. We'll go Tier Cache. My side. Of course, I hit the Havness. Why would I not hit Havness? We'll go Scream. We'll go Havness. My opponent will scoop. Sprite and Runic still have no secret pack? Absolutely. Why are... Everyone is just, like, seeing that I get the mills, and they're just like, nah, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. I'm not playing against this. It's like, why? It's literally one of the most interactive decks. You can absolutely beat me. Even on, like, my most optimal board. Sword Soul has 2 packs to pull from, and a modest amount of non-engine. It's pretty good. Pretty good new player option. Yep. Yup, yup, yup. Yup, yup, yup. No shot, we activate the Maxi and draw phase to play around Kashiras, right? No shot. Oh my gosh, it's Karibo. Holy shit. It's Karibo, chat. It's he. Yeah, there's Maxi. Kind of figured. Not really anything I can do about that. We'll go Fenris. Grab Tier Cache. I think I still go for the Sheeran play. Real annoying that you can't see the decks. Very annoying. Absolutely. Send Hollow. Send 3. Ooh. Not the greatest of mills. Oh, in fact, really bad. Okay, yeah. We'll go mill 2. Do I even go for the Rhino Heart here? I really don't want to give them as, like, I want to give them as few draws as I can. That's fine, we'll go Rhino Heart. 46 cards? Kind of odd. We'll send Heartbeat to grave. I did hit a Sheeran. Damn. I don't think I go Rhino Heart. I did hit Snow as well. Wow, that's wild. I could go Winda here. And be like, okay, I'll main Winda. I don't love that. I'm not that big of a fan of it. We'll go Kit. I think Kit's the correct option here. Kit Colors. Do I want to give them one more draw? No, of course they found the Ash. We're Imperm. Oh, I might take Meta Noise. I think Meta Noise is probably the better play. Soliac's nice, don't get me wrong, but I think I take Meta Noise here, and then just set one and pass. Yeah, we'll pass there. Ugh, that's really unfortunate. I have 8 cards in my hand. I don't think I win this game no matter what I do. Figured. Gamma Seal. Sure, sure. In that zone. Interesting. Sure. Is this Mechanites? Birth? Yeah, Birth is fine. Oh shit. Are we both playing tier? No. No! No. Not happening. Not real. Not real. Normal summon a punk. Ooh, I think I go absolutely not on that. I think I do say no to that. I think we do go Meta Noise. If they have Ash, they have Ash. They don't have Ash. Can they Ash that? I don't actually know. I'm gonna send the Havness here, obviously. Havness effect. Sure. I think I go... Do I go Winda? We've already normaled. I think I do go Winda here. I'm trying to think of a better option. Kaleido Heart's actually not bad. I can fuse away this guy, shuffle away the Birth. Yeah, I think we go Kaleido. It does banish my Rhino Heart, but I think that's okay. Ooh, Kaleido. Send that guy. Genie Havness. Woof. Sure, that's fine. They drew the 1-0. There you go. Not the greatest of mills, but they do have Scream to get them additional mills. So there's that at the very least. Sure. They didn't hit anything. Oh my gosh, we're playing the same fucking list. Except, no, I guess they're playing more Punk. But Fangly. We both found the same card. Hilarious. I'm glad I hit the Birth there, because they did end up milling a Unicorn, which would have been detrimental for me. They have a second Kaiju. Oh, Diva Carnate. Okay. Sure. Yeah. Do we threaten battle? This might actually be the YCS winner. I doubt it, but who knows? Who knows? Jet. Sure. Pitching Destrudo. Okay, I'm gonna go tier cash here. I'm gonna banish the Heartbeat, I guess. We will cash. Make sure Chain Link is on my side. It Screams. Screams at least something. They have Destrudo, which is frustrating. I don't really know what they can go for in terms of a Synchro Monster with this currently on their field, so I think that's okay. We're going to add the Celiac here. Yeah, that's fine. Trying to think of what I'm like worried about. Maybe a Dark. No, because I just banished whatever they end up targeting. Yeah, Wyndham might have been the correct option. Excel Synchro? They'd have to get rid of everything on their field. That seems so bad. I think the only thing I'm really worried about is Destrudo. To allow them to get that 8. Are we Synchro Summoning? This is probably a Link Summon, right? Link for Dark. Yeah. Sure, Dark's okay. Dark Effect. Target Dark. Target Kaleido. I'm just gonna banish that. Banish, 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 banish. Sure. I guess it depends on that last card in hand, if that's something that's actually activatable. Because if it is, then they got something here. Can't really do anything about it. They've used their normal battle. The Destrudo's not activatable. I think they just walk into Kit here, I would imagine. They don't have a tier name. I'm kind of low on tier names as well. But I can make a rank 4. I can just make a redoer here and then go Sheeran and basically do a full combo. I drew my own Destrudo as well, because I'm just the better player. That's exciting. Oh wow. Oh wow, oh wow, oh wow. Okay, so I have a lot of options here, depending on what that last card in hand is. The Kaiju Kaleido? No, they Divi Cardinate it. Because I summoned it on their turn. Cool, I think the first play is we go Destrudo. Just better, true. I'm just better. I ended up going first. Cool. I can just make Baron here. These two? I think that's actually just the better play. No Punisher? What do you mean Punisher? Oh, Psychic Punisher? No. They do get to go for the Scream Search. I think that's okay. I think I'd just rather not have it on field. Searching a trap is not really that big of a deal. At least right now. They grab Sulliek. I know this is a Punk card. I know this is the Divi Carnate. So there's that. I could go for my own Dark and grab something. Nah, it's not really worth it. We'll go Redoer. I don't really have a lot that I can fuse into besides like Luculos. We'll go Redoer. Oh, I misplayed. Should've gone to battle first. Shoot! It's all good. I could go Dragostapelia. That's probably the better option here. Oh, no. Hold on. No, I definitely go Luculos because I have Sulliek. I forgot. I forgot. I don't have a Dark Engrave, right? Yeah, no. Yeah, no, I don't. Fantastic. Cool. We'll go to battle. We'll go... walk into this guy. Walk into this guy. We can keep the Dark. I don't want to deal with it this turn. Set a card. Pass. Redoer comes back. Go Redoer. Grabbing Fenrir is not terrible. It's not great, but it's not terrible. No, I would not like to tag out. Thank you very much. Sure, that's fine. Destrudo target. I know that they have the Sulliek. What could that last card potentially be? I think we just negate this with the Ruculos. That last card was probably the Xeon Man, so they probably top deck something else. Trying to think of what they could potentially go for. Yeah. 2 tuners. It's another body on field. Then they could go for Underworld Goddess with like the I don't know. They could do something there, maybe. It kind of depends on that last card in hand, though. That was a good duel. Damn, that was really. That was. I missed here. I missed here. Oh, it's so fun. That was such a. That was so... Oh, that was so good! I miss it. I miss it so much. Great mirror. Yeah. Tier is the only interactive deck. I wouldn't say that, but it's definitely one of them. It's super fun. Oh... I want to see their deck list! Please! Please! Even played through Maxi, yeah. I mean, yeah, I was able to go first and play through Maxi, and, like, I had a pretty decent board. I think there are a lot of decks that are interactive. They just interact in different ways. Like any sort of mid-range deck. And 2 Kaiju. Immediately special summoning the Fenris. Fenris effect. I'm gonna grab the Tier Cash. Tier Cashtira. Cashtira. Talk my guy. You may go and go mad. So be wise and keep on. Oh yeah, Unchained Mirrors, I'm excited for that. Because who wouldn't be? I'm gonna send Gamma Seal to the grave. We'll send Havness here. We'll go Havness. They'll chain Maxi. I wouldn't say easily play through Maxi, but it definitely can play through Maxi. Which was a big boon for it. I could send Rhino to send Rhino. That'd be interesting. I guess I don't really need to, though. I wonder what they have. Because they didn't have anything... They probably just turned off their chain because it was something that doesn't actually activate. I think I grab Meta Noise here. Scream's also an option. Oh, maybe I grab Scream. Yeah. To get additional mills, because then I might be able to search a Meta Noise off of a Scream. Yeah, we're gonna grab Scream here. I was half expecting Droll to come down because there was that slight delay. I was like, huh? Have we waited till now to Droll? That would make no sense. Send Kit. Special summon Rhino. Okay, cool. Kit will be Chainlink 1. Chainlink 2 will be Rhino. I should have done Rhino as Chainlink 1. Kit as Chainlink 2. Yeah. Scream's always Chainlink 3 there. But I think, yeah, I think I misplayed. Because we don't get that many mills. We did hit a Sheeran, which is very funny. I guess we'll send the Havness then. Just to get an additional name into the grave. We had K-Shadal. We did hit Scream. We also hit Soliek. Okay, so we gotta go... Soliek. Scream. Fusion. Occasional. Maybe I should have switched those. Maybe I should have gone Hollow first. Oh, sorry, this isn't K-Shadal. This is Hell-Shadal. I think I should have gone Hollow first instead of the Fusion. It's not all that big of a deal. Let's go. Nicholas is kind of good.
Probably Kaleido Heart here. Yeah, let's go Kaleido Heart. I think that's probably the best option. Put you back. Put Havness back. Make sure we're putting Havness back. Because I want to search the Havness specifically. We'll put you over here. Grab Meta Noise. Grab Havness. Now we have Tear Cache and Havness. And then we also get to go Heartbeat and grab back that Soliak. This feels pretty good. I don't know. This feels pretty good. If you ask me. We did also hit a Unicorn, which is pretty cool. So we go Birth. Special Summon the Unicorn. We'll go Unicorn. Theosis. Go Dark. Go Theosis. We could go Theosis. Special Summon and then go a Rise Heart. Nah, we'll go sets 2 and pass. This seems pretty good. Seems pretty good if you ask me. Dark Ruler. Sure. It's a bit annoying. Sure, we'll go Scream here. Yeah. Cool. Let's go. Let's go Shirin. Trying to think if I go Rhino Hurt here. I probably don't, and I just keep the Halfness. Trying to think what I make here. Could make Winda. Winda isn't great. I could make Dragastapelia. I could make Rukalos. Rukalos isn't great. Probably Dragastapelia then. Could go Kaleido to shuffle away. That doesn't really do anything. Yeah, I'm not gonna go Rhino Heart here. I'm not gonna activate the effect of the Rhino Heart. There's no real point in that. Sure. Make Drago. We'll put it up here. And we'll put it up here. Sure. We'll go Soliak. Use the effect. Negate. Yeah, Dragastapelia seems much better here. Send to Grave. Kaleido. No effect to there. Sure. Kaleido. Send a Meta Noise? What would Meta Noise add? The Rhino Heart? It's not great. It's not terrible. It's not great. I could send Rhino Heart and then get another Fusion Summon. Fusion Summon the Rukalos? Sure. Yeah. We'll send the Rhino Heart here. We'll just go Rhino Heart. No effect there. Summon. Pitching Havness. Havness. No effect of those two. Summon. Oh, I guess we'll just summon the Winda here then. That was silly of me. No. Are you winning? I think so. We're going for the Rise Heart. Sure? Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Interesting. Any more play? Yeah, absolutely. You see the Tearlament Cashier in my hand. I have Meta Noise. Battle phase. Sure. Gonna go Meta Noise. Flip him face down. Put your ass face down. We'll just send another Rhino Heart. I don't want it. I don't want it. Activate. Banish. Banish the Fenris. I could negate this. I don't think there's a point. Banish. Sure. Because I'm pretty sure that they would have, like, a birth or something along those lines, right? Oh, I guess it wouldn't have mattered, because window. Yep, never mind. It works! It works. This deck, somehow, some way, it functions. I don't know how. I don't know what's going on. Window is a fun card. Honestly, I don't know how much of that window mattered. It kind of did. If they had, like, a birth or a Theosis, then yeah, it did. But, like, even if I didn't make the window there, I'm probably still favored. That's my problem with window, is most of the time it's not, like, the winning card. It's just kind of, like... It's more of, like, the nail in the coffin, rather than, like, the card that won you the game. The fact that my opponent didn't draw any hand traps was what really killed them. Because, like, cool, anyway, I'm gonna just, like, kill you with spells and traps instead of, like, monsters. Negate. Why are we ashing this? Because we're bad. True. Bingo, bango, bongo, baby. Bye-bye. Oh, how cute. Goodbye, Splash Mage. You will not be missed. You will not be missed, Splash Mage. Cool. Sending the shit in. Shit in. Yay! Yay! MathMech! Woo! I too love MathMech. Don't you love MathMech? Isn't it so cool? Yo, when do I rank up? What the heck? Yay! Nice one of Splash Mage. They're like, I gotta play around Unicorn with, I gotta play around Unicorn with the two of, Laplacian and Alimbertian. And one Splash Mage. Whoops! Did a bit of a goof there. Sure, that's fine. You can add the trap. You can add preparation. That's a-okay with me, my guy. Theosis! What if I said Thenosis? It was really dumb. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you had to see that. Oh, just kidding. They had called by. Just kidding. They had the called by. Omega lol. Cringe. I still have Gamma Seal Unicorn, which is kind of cracked. Kind of cracked, if you ask me. Grab the Fenris. Ogre effect. Excavate the top 5. It excavates, right? Yeah. Sheeran. Oh, Sheeran. Well, Sheeran, Fenris, Sheeran. Yeah, please banish any of those. Don't care. Do not care. We banished the Fenris. Sure. I'll grab two Sheeran. I'll grab a Sheeran. That's a-okay with me, bro. They're like, it's fine. They're not gonna have anything. How could they possibly beat a Rise Hard Pass? Cool, here's a Kaiju. Oh no, we're going Shangri-Ira. Shangri! MathWick when they didn't draw circular and their opponent doesn't pass with one interaction. Yup. Imagine getting your circular access ashed. I forgot they also get a banish. Never mind. I do lose the Sheeran. How much does that matter, though? A little. That was actually really good reveals then for them. What was that last card that they revealed? Oh, Simare. Yeah, that's also really good. That is bad. We have Kashtira. We can literally just Kashtira them. Yes, it's bad. As long as we keep Havness, we're fine. Like, it literally doesn't matter. Scareclaw. Special. Do I even have to Kaiju here? Banish, attach. Oh, I might have to. Yeah, because if they have any way to banish anything, then yeah, I do. He'll activate Shangri-Ira in standby. Oh, you're probably right. He will. So I think one of those is preparation. I don't know what the other one is. Which is scary. Cool. Cool. Awesome. Incredible. Grab Unicorn. Sure. Main phase 1. Dope. Here's a Kaiju. Yeah. Here's a Gamma Seal. Sure. Cool. Special summon the Unicorn. No point in activating the effect. We're just gonna go straight into a Rise of my own. You saw me have Fenris. What are we doing? Activating, clicking buttons, having fun. Now this would banish. This would banish. But I'm just gonna steal the Unicorn. It's mine now. It's mine now. It's mine now. Think so. Cool. Let's go double Azaius. And is there any point in me activating this double Azaius right now? Yeah, to play around Imperm. Detach. Which one's mine? Can I tell which one's mine? Yeah, this one, this blue one's mine. Imperm. Exactly. Exactly. That's why I did it. They searched prep, right? No, they didn't. They didn't. So I actually don't know that back row, right? I don't think the ogre searched anything. Yeah? Not crazy. Oh, no. It did grab prep. Okay, so yeah, it's prep. Cool. Normal summon the Simare. Simare. Cool. Send Havness. Havness. Cool. Make a Kikalos. We probably should have attached the tier name. If we didn't, they get prep. Yeah, it would have been nice to attach a tier name. I literally couldn't have done that. You don't have anything. This doesn't do anything. But okay. We're gonna grab a... What do we grab here? It's a good question. Probably Sulliak. Yeah, probably Sulliak. We'll grab that one. I do have access to Dark. I could Dark. Steal a Rise Heart. True. We could go Destrudo, Synchro for 7, send... Rhino? Does that do anything? No. Yeah, I think I just set one and passed. Cool, pass. These are hard ones for us, right? Yeah, you can only use the previous effect once per turn. So whichever one activates it, you just negate. Cool, Sulliak. Use the effect. Negate. If they drew a Kashtira, that does cause a little bit more issues. That's okay. Negate. Look at your opponent's hand, banish a card from it face down. I think that's fine. My hand's really bad. I just need to hit Havness here. It didn't. Lame. Lame. I did hit Snow and Tier Cash, so there's that. So we could mill a bit more. We'll go Tier Cash and then Scream. Scream. Sure, that's fine. We just wait for Snow, then we activate the Snow. Oh, just kidding, it's Ogre. How much do I care about Ogre? Like, not at all. I probably do flip it face down anyway. Not the greatest of mills, not the worst. But we do now get to go Rhino Heart here, which is pretty cool. So we'll go Rhino Heart, Special. We'll go Meta Noise, Pitch. They do get to activate the Ogre here, which is fine. Because they're turn player, they get to activate first. And then I get to activate my Rhino Heart, which means I get to dump Havness guaranteed, and they can't do anything about it. So we'll go like this. We'll go Meta Noise. We'll add back a Tier Cash to hand. Send Havness. The rest of the cards I probably don't care about. Scream, sure. Should all. Meta Noise, Unicorn, Wraith's Death. Sure, whatever. Whatever. What are we banishing? Meta Noise. Sure. Shangara Ira. Havness. I can't make Destrudo here. Or not Destrudo. What's his face? The other guy. Oh, what is it called? Dragostapelia. I think we gotta go Kaleido here. Yeah. Okay. We'll go Kaleido Heart here. They do have the ability to just hard make a, Rise Heart, but I think that's okay, because I'll just flip it face down with the Snow. Oh, you know what? Oh, well, too late. Now they can make it. Yeah, they just make it over top of this, right? The Shangara Ira.
Psycho that plays 2 Ogre. Yep. Yeah. Out comes a Rise Heart. Now they have the ability to banish. Sure, that's fine. For the end of main. Sure, we'll go Snow here, I guess. I need to keep a tier name engraved. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't want to banish Deshrudo. Go 7. Okay. We'll go Snow. Attach a card. Snow. Flip it face down. Banish. I think the correct banish here is Soliak. They now do have prep, which is annoying. But there's nothing I can do about that. They just do get prep here. So there's that. For the end of main. Sure, that's fine. Ah, fuck you! Oh, so close. I was so close to getting them to attack into Snow. Yes, you can attach a material to a face-down monster. My side. Okay, Hellshadal. A few more, sure. So close. He knows the secret effect. He knows. Yeah. Rhino Hearts are fantastic draw. Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, cool. Let's go. Okay, yeah. Let's go normal summon Rhino. Rhino Heart effect. For sure, for sure. I would imagine 100% of the time they summon the Fenris here. I'd be thoroughly surprised if they didn't. Send the only card I can, Havness. Havness effect. Fenris effect. Or, sorry, Ogre effect first. Sure, that's fine. Again, not really anything I could do. Theosis, Unicorn, Birth, Heartbeat, Fenris. Don't care. The banished Heartbeat, sure. Let's go. Kit. We'll use Tier Cash, I guess. We'll go Kit. Kit effect. What do they have in Grave? A Rise Heart, sure. We banish Zeus here, 100% of the time. Soliak's an option. It's not a good option, but it's an option. I think we still just send the kit. Because I want to keep the Snow for rank 4 play. Cool. What am I grabbing? Scream? Probably tier cash, right? That makes the most sense. Grief's also pretty good here. Yeah, I would probably grab this one. Add this guy to hand. Go kit, mill 5. I don't have Exciton, or Exiton, or what have you. Cool, we'll go tier cash. I still have Scream to banish, as well as Unicorn, so it's like whatever. I think we'll banish Scream. Do I mill some more? Yeah, because I really want Grief. I'm gonna draw a card first, I guess. Hilarious. That's such a fucking good draw. What can I do with this? I don't have Destrudo. Is it banished? It is. Yeah, both of my tuners are banished. I have Normaled. I need a way to deal with this guy, which kind of sucks, because I don't really have one. Not an effective one. I think the play is go switch this to attack. Is it steal and link it off? I think so. I think that is the play. I think it's steal and link it off for dark. That's wild. Okay. We'll go to battle here. We'll go walk into this guy. Maybe it is just Zeus. Grab a material on Zeus. Probably from extra, right? What do I want in grave? Not Root Glows. Dragite, I guess. Cool. Let's go walk into this guy. Let's go walk into this guy. Did you steal it face down? I think so. Oh. Yeah, I guess that is the play. We'll go take, flip face up, link it off for dark, and just pass. I'm probably gonna lose this to time. No, none of that. Permanent negate. Switch to face up. Special. I could just nuke the field here. I'm actually gonna go snow here because they have to special. So we'll banish, 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 go. So that way, when I summon my card, I can flip face down. Before it even has a chance to do anything. Scareclaw Cash. Hits the field. I think the Fenris can activate here, which is what's happening. Flip it face down. Struck non-exes, right? Yeah. Battle. tier cache, sure. Double Azaeus. Attach. Ooh, Buska. Bagusk. Triple. Draw 2? Or are we taking? I guess they just make... No, they can't make Zeus. They can't do anything here. I just get a free Zeus. Soliak. Grab Havnus. End phase. I get my guy back. I get my guy back. Hooray. Can I win this? Maybe. Maybe. I'm trying to think if I have a target for this Fenris. No, not really. So I think I just go normal summon Havnus, battle, deal as much battle damage as I can, and then keep the snow. I don't think there's a single card that they can draw here that like, does anything. Yeah, I think I win this. Because snow is a busted card. 4 cards in my deck, by the way.
What the fuck? No shot I won that. That was wild! Snow hard carried that game. Also, Zeus is stupid. They drew triple attack. I think triple attack 100% has to draw there. Take doesn't do anything because I have a Zeus that can wipe the field. That guy played pretty well, all things considered. I think I did just also play really well. That crazy. Crazy! Crazy! Oh, good. I love Peter. It's so good. Oh, I gotta go first? I'm simply gonna draw an incredible hand. Well, I did just that. I did draw an incredible hand. That absolutely dies to Maxi. His only mistake was playing more than one ogre. Probably. Fenris. Fenris. Grab. Tier cache. Tier cache. Droll? Droll would be funny. Droll would be very funny. Alright. We go. Ah! Ah! Cool. We'll go Sheeran. They go for the Roach. Oh, they go Ash. Oh, how very interesting. Very, very interesting. Especially since I haven't rolled. Ghost Ogre? I was kind of expecting Ghost Ogre there. I do get to go Soliak here, which is something. It's not great, but it is something. Grab a Rhino Heart. It's a thought. It's a shout. Maybe I do. Yeah, I think I do. Cool, let's go tier cache. Okay, special. Special, we'll banish Unicorn. Unicron. Yeah, I haven't used any of my synchros, surprisingly.
Oh, cool. Let's go Hell Shadal, Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2, have. Just hit Admis, trust. We'll make Kit using the... we'll put back Simare. Simare! Summon out your boy. Kit Kalash. Mill 3. I hit a Sheeran. Oh my... Oh, it's disgusting. Oh, I hate it. Oh, it's disgusting. Okay, cool. Let's go Kit Kalash, Chainlink 1. And then we'll go Sheeran, Chainlink 2. And I think we do go Rhino here. To get the rank 4? Yeah. Yeah. Special. Pitch Rhino. Sheeran. I'd probably make Kaleido here. Yeah? Do I care about, like, Rukalos or anything like that? No, not really. Yeah. So we'll go this guy. This guy. This guy. Could have back the Kit Kalos. How much do I care about that? Not a lot, honestly. Honestly, not a lot. We'll go Kit, we'll grab Meta Noise, add it to hand. Add it to hand. Is there any point in going Rhino Heart here? No. So we just won't. What a damn good opening. Go Redoer. Nib? It would kind of be annoying. Wouldn't be the end of the world. This guy's name is Bud. Bud? Gimme. Gimme. What do we get? Rice Heart. Oh, cool. Out comes Unicorn. Cool, let's go Scream. Up! Sure. Send a few cards. Okay, we'll go Meta Noise here. We'll send Havness, since we have the Sheeran attached. We'll go Havness effect. Nope. You'll summon the... Could you go Winda? I think Dragus Tapelia is probably the play. Yeah. They wanted to stay lore accurate. True. Lore accuracy. That's what it was. All along. Sure. Scareclaw Cash is fine. Cool. Banishing Prep. Anyway. They forgot I had a Fenris on field, didn't they? Yeah, they forgot I had a Fenris on field. They forgot I had a Fenris! Wow, this was disgusting. What? What is happening? How is tier still this good? I do remember when 3 Arise Hearts attack Visa. Lore accurate. Tier limit strongest! Oh my gosh. Never saw the synchros. I wish I did. There were a few instances where like I could summon the Destrudo, but my opponent like surrendered way too quickly before I could even do anything with that. This list is disgusting. What the heck? Also, Meta Noise is absolutely cracked. This card is GOAT. GOAT. Turns out you don't need Maxi when you're not drawing into anything. Or your hands are already goated going second.
You don't need additional fusions. You just need one fucking Havness. You don't even need Sheeran. You just need the one Havness. Yeah, I don't know what to say. I don't know how this performs so well, so consistently. It's so good every time I play it. And I don't know why. Huh? Granted, I'm not the one deck building. If I were to deck build, it would be terrible. Let's be 100% honest. I'm not gonna lie. But, because I'm not the one deck building, other people's decks work wonderfully. This was so fun. It's a very weird amalgamation of cards, but like, yeah, it turns out being able to just get 2 Tearlament Kashtira was oftentimes enough. Also, drawing Unicorn going second is so powerful as a threat to your opponent. Drawing it first means that if your opponent hand traps you, like for example to try and stop the Tearlament, or not the Tearlament stuff, the Kashtira stuff, because they don't know what you're actually on, you just get to go and play the game. While also ripping a card out of your opponent's extra deck, which is wild. Snow hard carries sometimes. Ishizu's who? Ishizu's who? This was very funny. Now, I believe, because we got to the highest rank, we should have the necessary materials, hopefully, to build Rescue Ace. Now, once again, I'm going to have to leave you without Rescue Ace. Just kidding. We literally can't. I'm 50 gems short. Hilarious. Hilarious. I have to duel in solo mode 3 times. So I will do that off camera because I still can't build the... Oh, I wouldn't even be able to do it then. Oh, just kidding. We can watch a duel live, and then I can do it. Awesome. We will play Rescue Ace next time. I promise. I promise. Tomorrow we will play Rescue Ace. I think more Snore and rank 4 and ditch the Synchro will make it better. Maybe. Maybe. I think Destrudo is definitely worth it, though. I think 2 Snow just makes it... What the... I think 2 Snow might be worth it. Just pass. Literally can't do anything. Awesome. 2 Snow might be worth it, but then it becomes a little bit bricky, and you don't really have that many options of, like, banishing cards. Snow is really good if you can get the cards necessary in the grave to make it work, which you don't always have the ability of doing, right? Bets on Duelist B. Well... Alright, it's looking pretty good, chat. I'm not gonna lie, this game is over. Star Eater! Just kidding! I lied! We made Star Eater pass! Okay, cool. I don't know. The deck definitely could be better. I say definitely. I don't know if definitely is the correct word. I think the deck could be better. I think there are things that could make the deck better. Hilarious. What is happening? Galaxy time right now? Huh? Make the Dark Magicians. Hilarious. It didn't matter. It's gone anyway. Mwah. Piercing the Darkness! No shot, we just added Piercing the Darkness. Love it. Love it. I do think another rank 4 would have been nice. I don't know what rank 4. Maybe like Dugaris. Honestly, no. I don't know. I don't think there was a... Maybe there was a better option. Maybe there wasn't. But I think I'm going to call it quits there. I will build Rescue Ace off camera. Because there's like little things that I need to do. But we'll play Wee Woo Wee Woo next time. Wee Woo Wee Woo. Hold on. It's got to be Wee Woo Wee Woo. There we go. Wee Woo Wee Woo. We are ever so close to actually being able to build it. So here's to Copen. Yeah, I don't really have anything else to say. I'm not sure I enjoy this card. It's decent if you send it to the grave by monster effect.
It special summons itself, which is nice. That's basically it. It's just like a free special when sent to grave. So in theory, it's like, oh, as you're milling cards, you mill this, and it special summons itself, and then that gets you into the combo. But I never saw it, which was the biggest issue, more so than anything. I just never ended up seeing it. That's kind of it. That was basically it. Everything else was cool. I think instead of the Theosis, I think I would rather have had the second birth. That was the big thing for me. Was like being able to have that second birth, to be able to, because there were a lot of times where it was like, okay, cool, I could do a lot with, instead of a Theosis in my hand, a birth. Because there were a lot of times where like I would either mill the birth, or I wouldn't have access to it in some regard. Like the unicorn got stopped, or they destroyed the birth, or whatever it may be. So yeah, I think having a second one would have been a little bit better. But Theosis isn't bad. Being able to, like, you know, go unicorn, grab Theosis, do your combo, and then at the end go Theosis, special summon a Fenrir grab tier cash, so that you have that as follow-up, and you can basically, like, guarantee that you have Fenrir unicorn. So it's not bad. I don't really know what I would change. I probably wouldn't change anything. Like, this worked really well. Anyway, so yeah, that's going to be it. I could talk about tier forever. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you guys did indeed enjoy. If you did, like us very much, so appreciate it. And if you want to check out more content like this, as well as more Yu-Gi-Oh!, then just be sure to subscribe. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and remember to always stay frosty. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye.